It's okay. Off your mic. It's okay. Off your mic.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Mayegun don't come. Him go touchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh, yo. Mayegun don't come, oh, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo. Mayegun don't come, oh, yo. Mayegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo. Mayegun don't come, oh, yo. Mayegun diary politico, yo. Mayegun don't come, oh, yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo. Mayegun don't come, oh, yo. They touchlight every corner. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind, but thank God say Mayegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh, yo. Mayegun don't come, oh, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo. Mayegun don't come, oh, yo. Mayegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo. Mayegun don't come, oh, yo. Mayegun diary politico, oh, yo. Mayegun don't come, oh, yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo. Mayegun don't come, oh, yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Mayegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Mayegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Mayegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh, yo. Mayegun don't come, oh, yo. My people make you shout, oh, yo. Mayegun don't come, oh, yo. Mayegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo. Mayegun don't come.
Hello there.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀, làmọ̀ tó dodo. Mayegun làwa mọ̀, làmọ̀ tó dodo.
Good morning to you, good afternoon to you, and good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. It is Mayegun live. Yes, thank you so much for joining me. As usual, we are not starting late today. So yeah, take your time, read the caption of the broadcast, the description of this broadcast, share it, like it, invite your friends, invite your not so friendly friends, your frenemies, and tell them that Mayegun today, we are starting again. By the time that Thiwefnubu is done with Nigeria, a lot of you will look back, indeed, and you will call Bokohari and his own jihadist criminals, you will call them saints when Kolu is done with you.
Facebook. And yes, so like
Thiwefnubu's boys have just secured a multi-billion naira rail contract without having any single experience in construction of rail line. Where's PV boys? Oh? Also tonight, which is going to be like a catch-up, by the way, we said after Thiwefnubu lifted the sanctions on Niger Republic, he also announced that he was opening the border. The border. But Niger Republic has responded. They're not born you well. No, we do not open our border to Nigerians. Now, Mutide. So, good morning to you once again. Good afternoon to you, and good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. So, the chronicles of Mayegun that continues to remind you why Nigeria never worked. Nigeria is not working, and Nigeria will never work. You see, when what criminals are, those in charge of your government are doing is so contrary to what they are telling you. So therefore, if you are expecting them or taking them for their words, like, oh, we're going to do this, or we're going to do that, beyond those words, look at their actions. These guys are those who are bringing up ideas of projects, fraud. And they are also those awarding, valuing the project and awarding the contracts. And they are also the contractors. Sure, you get, it's like they are everything. And at the end of the day, if, for example, which is what happens all the time, right? For example, the project is not done or any contract is not done, you would expect the government to go after the people they gave the contract to, only to find out that the criminal politicians gave the contract to themselves through fake companies that they open all over the world. Majority of them are used for money laundering. And the way they launder their money is by opening foreign businesses. Sometimes they have friends. In fact, most times they have friends in the countries where this Nigeria fraud is going to be diverted to. So let me explain that to some of you who probably needs to know. Okay, so the easiest way that the Nigerian criminal politicians, public office holders have been using to loot their people, okay, and then take the money out, leave their people with nothing. And that's why Nigeria is the poverty capital of the world today. So the way they do it is, they can be here. They can come to the UK, for example, like these guys who Thiwefnubu just gave this job to, okay? So they can come to the UK and they'll look for, whoever has a British passport, whether you are a Nigerian, whether you are Jamaican, whether you are Angolan, whether you are British, it doesn't really matter. If you have a British passport, okay? So you can help them open up a company. That is something you can do online. Within 5 minutes, you have registered a company in the UK. Then you set up the, you set up who are your directors and the rest of them. The purpose, primarily when they set up companies here in the UK, is not really to operate in the UK, because these guys don't create wealth. They are a bunch of thieves. However, once they get the company set up, definitely they will have the company bank account and that. Then they put it on the shelf. That is, they put it on hold. They wait for the time that it will be useful in Nigeria, okay? And most of the time, they don't go for big contracts. They go for some smaller contracts with big sums. They are there inside your budget. You don't see those companies. They are their companies. But here is what Thiwefnubu has pulled off. Somebody did say something that I would like to sort of put up, okay? Here, somebody said that if you know the Thiwefnubu's political banditry, I'm going to start with this, okay? And this is a tweet by this Twitter. Said, the thing with Jagabanditry is that his core philosophy is to accumulate wealth and power on a generational level. So if you empower him for 4 years, it's the same as surrendering all your economic power in your country for 24 years. Don't take my word for it, okay? Ask Lagosians. Here's another tweet from this individual. Again, don't take my word for it. Ask anybody doing business in Lagos. Every single important business opportunity will have a nexus requiring you to go and kiss the ring of the boss or a proxy. That is what you sign up for when you empower Jagabandits. Don't say you weren't told. Yeah, say Buharidins are locusts that ravaged Nigeria for 8 years, but after 8 years, you will never hear of them again. Geshku made money for 6 years, then disappeared from the scene. Jagabandit will never disappear. They are permanent. Ask Lagosians. You know why I had to say all this is that, you know, they tell you, he built Lagos. He built Lagos in your dream, but he did actually build some career criminals, like the former speaker of Lagos State, Ikoforiji. You know him. Before this Obasa came to be another criminal who is also a thief, right? Under investigation. So, yes, Ikoforiji is the owner of the company that signed an MOU with the Nigerian government. That is the Nigerian minister on the left. You see that on your screen? The picture on your screen right now is Alkali is the minister of transport in Nigeria that awarded contract of over 200 billion naira by the time they are ready, okay? Over 200 billion. They signed an MOU with them to go and do the cost estimates of constructing Abuja to Port-harcourt Railway, okay? Now, this is a company that is registered as what do you call it? Train construction company. But here are the 4 Nigerian, the ones from Nigeria. There are 6. Owners of the company are 6. Ikoforiji, Adeyemi Sabitun, that is the former speaker. The next is Osinowo Dacosta, okay? Osinowo Dacosta, Mudasiru Oriyomi, Gbadamosi, Ikoforiji, Adeyemi, okay, that's the first one anyway. But others, by the way, others are, from what we gathered, right? They are, Jason Andrew, Osinowo, I've mentioned that one, Osinowo Dacosta, then another Osinowo, Osinowo Olubode Saheed, and Smith David Neal. Now, you see, the two, who I believe that like they are like the Britons, right? So the 2 Britons that are on that in that company's director and all that, they are, where's the first one? The first one is Smith Adeyemi. Sorry, no. It's actually Smith David Neal. And the other one is, I'm going to go pick that up. One sec. Well, I'll leave it at Neal. So there were 2. Okay. So these 2 guys are those who, plus 4 Nigerians, okay, including the former speaker, were those who started this company. And since the year they started the company in the UK, registered the company in the UK, their total assets, both money in the bank and then the physical asset is put at £100. That's what the company also put it at, £100. So there is actually a clip I needed to put on for you, but don't worry, I'll get that back on. So they have now been awarded the contract for construction of God knows how many kilometers between Port-harcourt, Rivers State, to Abuja. So a company that is not into any construction at all. Now, immediately that popped out. Ikoforiji quickly just did, just sent in his online registration yesterday to the company house in the UK that, okay, I'm no longer part of it. If that is the reason why everybody is going to be talking, and all that. But we've already seen what we want to see. And more and more and more like this. You see, there is never going to be any Port-harcourt Abuja railway. Look at me very well. There will never be any Abuja Port-harcourt railway from these guys because there's no plan for it. But yeah, they can make you believe that they are about to start it. Because what they do is that as the front, like the proxies, all right? Thiwefnubu's political empire is built on the loyalty from career criminals that he actually made like this, okay? They are trained well. They will take over your judiciary if they haven't already. They will take over your, every sector of your, critical sector of your existence. They will be taking over. And taking them over is not because they want to do anything better with it. No, 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 no. It is going to then be turned over to the emperor himself. And this is part of it. So, those of you who are from River State, now you have heard about the company called MPH Rail Development Limited. That is the name. MPH Rail Development Limited, that has never constructed a single rail track ever. And from all the directors there, right? This is a company that has no single engineer as a team, as part of their team. They have no single office here in the UK that you can say, okay, this is their office, these are their staffs. UK has trains all over the place. We have trains, we have subways and all that, the metros, right? Now, this company, supposedly Ikoforiji SPV company, one of Thiwefnubu's SPV companies, registered in the UK, right, is here, and it has never, ever even participated in rail or rail track maintenance. Like, even if you are not building rail or train line, right? At least maybe you are in that business. You are part of those who are like maintaining our train tracks in the UK. You can say, oh, that's coming from their experience. It's purely an SPV vehicle, special purpose vehicle, a conduit avenue. And there are tens of thousands of them who are already plugged into your system. And as time grows, right, they will eventually, it's going to happen. I just thought I should tell you, in case if you have no idea what this means. Okay? It simply means that you are going to be hearing that a certain project has been paid for, and you will be seeing on their own different platforms saying they have been completed. And you will be there and say, where? I live in this area. How can they say they have completed this block of hospitals or whatever when we do not even have anything here? Now, you are going to live by that propaganda. You get what I mean? Like, you will sit down, they will be telling you what they have done, and you'll be asking yourself, how? How did I not know that? When did they do that? And they're not born you well to complain. I say, but I lie you, if you dare, you will be considered an enemy of state. You see, what is the dark cloud that is currently hovering over Nigeria? Word of mouth can't really explain it. But you are going to be seeing this brazen impunity, corruption in the open, like no hiding place, nothing, not afraid of anything. Okay? But pointing them out to you all the time will keep reminding you, especially those of you who somehow believe that these guys indeed have something to really offer. I don't think you do believe that, but there are those who do, right? Now, for them, it is always going to be a daily, everyday reminder. It's not what they say that they are doing, right? And according to Kolu, all of you should get ready.
I've kept many of you hungry. We have just started. Not only you, but your grandchildren. Be ready. All of you.
All of you. So right now, so those of you who are probably following it, okay? So you might, as a typical Nigerian, okay, you probably would believe that it doesn't really matter. You know now. It doesn't matter. They must have done their investigation. What if they hire people? Because that's what they would do. so that it can look real. It can look like, okay, yeah, it's real. And what does it take them? Just bring in Neil and the other guy. Bring them to Nigeria, okay? Put a helmet on their heads and make them look, look around and pretend that they're actually surveilling the whole place to build you rail track. And then they go back to Abuja, get paid, and disappear. Ikoforiji is a thief. And just like every one of those who are, you know what people say, that you cannot, if you are not a thief, a career criminal, you can never have a place inside APC. It's impossible. You see, if you are somebody who claim not to be a thief, somebody who is just being patriotic, and then you are inside the APC, you can continue to lie to yourself. You need to be a criminal, okay? Your criminality is the only requirement that you need to be able to exist or function within that APC court, okay? Like, this is for real. And for those of you who probably are not too aware of this, well, you are welcome, okay? So you need to be a criminal, a very, very ardent criminal. You see this Ikoforiji guy, he became the speaker of the Lagos State House of Assembly just around 2005, just about 2 years before Thiwefnubu's second term ended as governor. And within that time, he was the speaker until, I believe, 2015. So, before he got removed and then another person came on, okay? So he's been accused of stealing over 7 billion. He denied it, continued to deny it. But this money, they were money that he single-handedly, right, allocated to himself and unable to account for. 7 billion. Speaker of House of Assembly, lawmaker. Like, how did they even gain access to such money? Who paid them? If the executive are those who releases money to these other people, right? So how does all these criminals also get their money, that huge amount of money? So Lagos tried as much as possible to protect him. And now, even though he still has this EFCC case, Alaye is already running another scam. And that's exactly what they do every day. He's already running another scam that will also put his name back in front of your newspaper, on the front of your newspapers again, and say, oh, he's been caught in another hundreds of billions of scam, even though nothing will happen. But for somebody like myself, every day when I come across these guys, the question I ask myself is, those who probably do everything to defend these rogues, do they really know the level of the damages that the corruption of these criminals actually causes you or has caused you? But most of the time, I'm like, I don't really get the answer. It's like some are just there waiting for their own turn. So it doesn't really matter, does it? So he's back, and so are some of these Lagos boys. In Abuja right now, even when they say you are from, you are Yoruba, even if they say you are, even if you are a Yoruba, that doesn't give you the access that you think you're probably going to get. No. Even though within the Yoruba land itself, right, everybody know their level. If you are not from that Lagos caucus, you are just going to be hanging around to eat crumbs. So, and it's becoming more obvious, right? Whatever it is, Thiwefnubu is doing, he's going to be doing, he's doing them with a supposed Lagos boys that built Lagos with him. Sure, you get. So they are the ones who are now building Abuja, Lagos boys. But do you know what the Lagos boys are doing? The Lagos cowboys. You know what they are doing? They are packing whatever they can pack before the rest of you will even get an idea of the mess you have talked for yourselves. Allowing these rogues, right? So by the time they are done, when they are done, finally, Bokohari sold NNPC, Abi, and it became NNCPL, Abi, PLC, Abi. By the time Thiwefnubu is done with Nigeria, ask Old Rock that you are paying rent for, but you have no idea who is the landlord. You will know the landlord now. Okay? You will see many of your ministry buildings that will disappear because they had to build something else there. Many of those, what you have called the government land across Nigeria, a lot of them will disappear and they will turn to private lands by the time Kolu is done. In all of this, none of their ideas or their moves or action will bring you any single development, not electricity, not infrastructure, not security, not economy. You can write it down. This is not a wish. Because imagine when people will never build, people will not get business with rail line construction, and there they are. People will not get any business with electricity. There are those who, with electricity generation or distribution, the guy in charge of your power is got no business to be there. And there are so many of them like that. And if you look individually at majority of those around Thiwefnubu, and whatever position they have given to them, you will realize that at least more than 99%, 99% of them are not really qualified for any of those. They've got nothing to actually have to eat. It's been how many months now? 10, Abi. And so now go wait till 80 years. Because you see, people around Thiwefnubu are people who are supposed to just go. All they owe him is just to go there and say, thank you so much, Asiwaju, for everything you have done for me and my family. We will remain grateful to you forever and never. And we will remain loyal to you, sir. So just said I should let you know, sir. Thank you very much, sir. And they walk away. That's all that matters. Anything else is just going to be a fair game. And you can tell from all of them as we speak. You've got 48 ministers. 48 ministers. And that should be that should be about 48 ministries, Abi. 48. Start naming them. Tell me which of them you will say actually qualifies to hold any of those positions other than because of their loyalty to Thiwefnubu. They removed the lady they said supported Peter Obi or voted for Peter Obi. I don't know why anybody who knows what Thiwefnubu represents will still want to work for Thiwefnubu. Now take a look at this. Thiwefnubu is surrounded by praise singers, career criminals, young and old, crooks. Okay. However, for those of you who now know that the only thing criminals does is criminality, act of crime, Abi, that's only what they do, crime. And if you put them anywhere, they will wreak havoc. That's what they do as criminals, right? So then somebody says, you know all of this, so you have known them, or you've seen APC for at least for the past 10 years, Abi. Now, you sat somewhere and you say, Thiwefnubu invited you to come and work, or Thiwefnubu gives you an appointment. How could you go and collect an appointment from Thiwefnubu or APC? Living in Nigeria all this while, and say we need to go inside and contribute our quota. Quota we really won't contribute. So now you then they wait for me. You can't clean the mess, Abi. So to you, that appointment of what do you call it, Bajensimi appointment, the ones that you probably craving as your own share of this their national cake. How could Bokohari give you appointment to come and work inside this government and you say you are doing it for Nigeria? Who built this Olori Buruku where they deceive themselves? Thiwefnubu, the man that rigged an election, forced himself on the entire country, and indeed, pretty much like a state capture. And then suddenly, they invited you to come and give you an appointment to come and work for them. You're like, I'm just doing it for Nigeria. Oh, that's what they do. And that's what this lady that they said voted for Peter Obi. Suddenly, her name popped up. Thiwefnubu has given her appointment to join the Central Bank of Nigeria to come and help Thiwefnubu work on the economy. And at the end of the day, found out that, oh, she supported Labour Party. No, we do not want anybody that supported Labour Party to come and work inside Thiwefnubu's government. They are enemies. They will be betrayers. So the lady got removed. And then obedient, some obedient trying to they're trying to kind of spin it and say, no, she rejected it. Or they look what nobody say I'm not too smart. Some of you now are there. And sometimes your dancing is actually something you intentionally make. Okay. Listen to me. When they announce before they announce your name for anything, right? They will reach out to you and say, come on, we are giving you this appointment from the so and so. So send your CV. So you have to send your CV. You have to reply the email and send your stuff back to them. And when you send it back to them, right, they will now sort of get back to you and say, oh, congratulations, you have been offered this appointment. Here you get. But the first time they message you, you are supposed to be the one to alert the word and say, oh, I don't want. Please, I don't want your appointment, please. Thank you very much for the offer, for the consideration, but I don't want it. No, they won't do that. Now, when their name don't enter the news, you go to hear say, and then the APC, those ones who are telling you that politics is over, election is over, let us work together, let us blah, 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 yeah. You just see them, they will go mad. And I don't blame them. Maybe I'll tell you that a lot of them, well, anyone who is probably saying they believe in APC, they are lying to you. They're only waiting for their turn. A lot of them do not have anything for Nigeria. They don't even like Nigeria. Like every of their action means they don't like Nigeria. APC, here you get. So you see all those hatred, all those divisive rhetoric, all those tribal nonsense that you saw them do during the election. Many of them were doing it. They are putting in the effort so that when the power comes and they can be appointed, they can enjoy, they can share in the loot and all of that stuff. But unfortunately, majority of them are unemployable. They are only good to be used for such political divisive and other nonsense. They are not good. I mean, they are not useful beyond that. So when they hear that somebody is being given appointment under Thiwefnubu and this person is not APC, is not supporting Thiwefnubu, or they go run mad. You will see them go crazy. Or you go they believe say, but kilo little you know. Why are they mad like this? Kilo to you. Why is it so? It'll be like say somebody just killed their children or killed their babies, or like the people that our enemy, you are giving our enemy appointment, you are giving our enemy, so they will now withdraw to now. So sorry, our people are not happy that we give you appointment. It's because so sorry. Why are you accepting appointment from criminals? Why? All of us sit down here talk say, these people are criminals, and everything you can do to get rid of them, break the shackles, right? And break free from these rogues and what they represent, the establishment, right? Some of you are sitting down here with us and they are agreeing that we must make sure we break it up. We must break it up. We must, yeah. At the end of the day, many of you are only waiting for your turn. Yes, waiting for your turn. So, but why did you go and join them? They say, but Mayegun, we cannot continue to complain. We need to go inside and change it from within. At the end of the day, person won't go inside, go change the system from within. Now the system go come change them. You go come turn against us. Come they tell us, say, Mayegun, you don't know what you are talking about. I used to be like you, Mayegun. But when I entered, I realized our government is not easy, Mayegun. Let's be honest. It's not easy. It is so complicated. If you are not inside, you won't understand. I say, Ogun kill you, bro. Ogun kill you. Because we know your type. You get that? Why are you taking an appointment from criminals? Why are you accepting it? Why? Why would you be out here and agree that a rotten system should go? And some of you actually did all you could to try and stop the rotten system. Now that you have been overwhelmed by the rotten system, you shouldn't take appointment from them. When they email you or send you a letter, send it back and say, sorry, I'm not interested. Or collect it and post it on social media before they do it to you. So if you are not an ass licker, praise singer, They call it loyalty. That is all you need to work with Thiwefnubu. Qualification, nah, forget qualification. Qualifying. Don't worry. Those people are just noise makers. They don't even know what they want. All you need is just to be loyal to Thiwefnubu, and that's it. If you are caught stealing, even if you are caught killing, as long as your loyalty to Thiwefnubu and APC, Egbe is not to be questioned, don't listen to all those noise. That's why the system has to go. Honestly. It has to. But let's move away from that for a moment. Okay. Niger Republic has responded back to Nigeria by telling them that, listen, sounds nice that you want us to probably be friends again, to be neighbors again, or to be brothers again. We saw that you lifted the ban, or you lifted the, what do you call it? Yeah, I think the closed border. Okay, so you opened the border, you lifted the sanctions, you did all of this, but we don't ask you, say, make you lift sanction on us. Let me lift sanction on us. Nobody asked you to lift, to open your border. No, we do not. We have moved on. Because they said that some Nigerians who tried to cross into Niger Republic from Katsina, Bokohari's state in Katsina, and those who tried to cross into Niger Republic through Jigawa, they were sent back because we were told point of entry is closed and remain closed. We do not want you here. Sorry. I told you that now Thiwefnubu they place a sanction to satisfy France on top wahala we no concern us. Among other factors that should be considered, Thiwefnubu acted alone. And as part of the brash decisions it took, like that of a subsidy was gone. Subsidy is gone. And the consequences of that is what they are using propaganda and lies to try to make look normal to you. This was one of them. Yeah, Thiwefnubu could have led Nigeria into war. We could have killed tens of thousands of, poor people, innocent people from both sides, Niger and Nigeria. Thiwefnubu didn't even consult with his own security advisors, I believe, right? Because immediately he met with Macron in France. The order then was they must reinstate Bazoum. Bazoum is the removed president of Niger Republic, a criminal like Bokohari, who rigged the election like Thiwefnubu, forced himself on the country and continue to deplete the resources of the country, including their money. Corruption was actually alive in Niger when Bazoum was there, until those who were providing him, those who were giving him protection against his people, like Thiwefnubu and Bokohari, like Thiwefnubu right now, those guys where they work with walking stick, they call themselves soldiers in Nigeria. Your service chiefs, where they work with walking sticks, right? They are those who play to protect Thiwefnubu. But when the Kasala will burst, like that of Niger, right, they will be the force. If they are lucky, they will be arrested. If they are not, they will be killed. And Thiwefnubu himself, probably, if he's lucky, he will run away. If he's not, it will become like that of Bazoum in Niger Republic. So they picked up Bazoum and his entire family, who were living like princes and princesses, queens and kings in Niger, in the midst of that generational poverty, French-imposed poverty on that country. So they removed their own problems. That's what happened in Niger. Way back in July rather, last year, the Nigerians removed their problems. And that was Bazoum, his political advisors. Those ones where they live like big men in Niger then, like your politicians are living right now. You know, spending money, flexing, telling you to hang on. You are reading about the looting. That was what it was in the Niger Republic, ladies and gentlemen. I'm serious. Until when they faced their problems and removed their problems. So they jailed their problem by locking their problem up. And Nigeria wanted to go and free and release their problems back to them by asking them to return the guy. Now, what's it cost to Alabeda? Nigeria called the Shomozu. Thiwefnubu called the Shomozu. Mobilized 15,000 soldiers. 15,000 Nigerian soldiers to Sokoto, the border with Niger, with the plan that, we are going to take over Niger Republic in just 4 hours. That's what they said. 4 hours maximum. 1 week, everything is over. They told Thiwefnubu that Agberu Eko. I think he probably thought that it was going to be like when MC Oluomo take over a garage. And then they would now go back and say, the garage, yeah. I think that is what he probably thought, right? Anyway, that didn't fly. Niger held firm, stood their ground and said, listen, all this gra no water. You are supposed to protect us. You are supposed to be our big brother. Why are you doing this? France has been robbing us. Can you imagine what they have done to us? Like, for real, Thiwefnubu cut their electricity off. Their hospitals, their schools, their homes, their industries, and all of that. They lost power for months. Because Thiwefnubu wanted to turn the country, the people of the country, against the revolutionary soldiers there. But it didn't work. Thank God for social media. So they do know what was going on. So they stood behind their own military. Then they learn how to endure, how to kind of survive in a situation like this. But Nigeria did not know that Nigeria would come back to bleed. And Nigeria go bleed. Nigeria can't bleed. It's when Nigeria now started bleeding. That is when they now said, France no bring bandage. France no bring any first aid. Nothing. So Nigeria will bleed to death if nothing is done now. That's what they told him. And Kolu, in his own, demented mind, criminally mind, decided to now reinstall their electricity. They don't even say thank you. He restored their electricity for over 2 weeks. Nobody even mentioned anything. I'm not sure if they are even still using the electricity in Niger because they didn't even say thank you. They didn't even acknowledge it. A week or so later, Thiwefnubu said he's now he's opening the border. Which border? You don't get border. You the craze? Which border that people can just trek in and walk straight into Niger? Now, because of you, they have decided to now man every port, entry port into their place, whether na land or na here or everywhere. They don't man them now. If they see any Nigerian, now shoot aside. Oh man, you especially if you can't speak Fufude abi Hausa. Because remember when Kolu was coming back from France? You place embargo on a country that did nothing to us. They did not do anything to Nigeria. They have been long allies with Nigeria. But because you want to satisfy your Shaguri brothers in France, get into the good book of Macron and make it look more like, okay, maybe if the whole world is not accepting you, at least Macron is going to accept you. It can give you a hug in public, the same hug that Joe Biden will run away from. Even the demented Joe Biden, where we say, acting Joe Biden said they avoid this madman. Trust me. So you turn them into a war, you turn it into something that people raised alarm and prevented it. We prevented bloodshed over nothing. And there you are. He was coming back from France. And they told him, if they burn you well, fly over our country. Should you be Nigeria, Abi? Nigeria president, Abi? Who has so much power, Abi? If they burn you well, try. Just walk around and find out. A whole Thiwefnubu, the madman, we no one die. He was flying from France as they go to the Algeria airspace. As they go to the border of Niger Republic, in the airspace, they radio the Nigerians and say, okay, the president of Nigeria wants to go back. If you try it, well, you would have to probably go and choose another president for Nigeria. The madman ran back to Algeria. They had to leave him in Algeria for hours. They say your president, they Algeria, they fly on top of Algeria for hours. They can say, okay, the whole thing is not resolvable. The best thing is that we would have to either smuggle you by the smuggle route, but not by road, which is Agades. Agades, when you are going to Europe by road, Agades, they go carry you past. Last, Shana Togo then carry and go. And it was like an extended journey. So he didn't like that. He hasn't been to France since then. All this why when they leave Abuja, they will go and pass somewhere else. They don't bond them well to fly from Abuja and fly over Niamey, fly over Niger, and go straight to Europe or go to wherever. They're not born and well. But they won't tell you that, will they? So that's why Thiwefnubu now felt like, okay, if I say I have opened the border, can't they send people to us and let us talk? They send the Ghanaian president to go and meet with that guy in Burkina Faso to see if they can, kind of resolve this whole thing. It was all a mistake at the end. I mean, after all, it was all a mistake. It was a misunderstanding. No, it's not a misunderstanding, you mofos. You French Western puppets. That's what they are. So yeah, now the Nigerians are saying, the Nigerian authority says, Omamalo cross border, no go cross border anyhow. Say because Thiwefnubu tell you say, in don't lift, in don't open border. Border will open. Which border? Your own border where you no get gates. Same way they told you that the Dubai is back. Dubai has now reinstated the visa, blah, 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 blah. Dubai is back every AK day, every 5 market day. Dubai is back. So if you go believe them, say they don't open border, you go cross. Just make I tell you. Now, this 404 fight of theirs is also taking place in Abuja, the FCT. But before I go to that, I want to sympathize with this lady. This happened in Lagos.
It is not possible. We cannot do that in that country now. Any Nigerians that go to India is a slave. Even that go to India is a slave there. But they will come to our country. They will be beating us. They will be beating us. We are dying. Since yesterday we did not sleep. I'm not living at the bed, but I couldn't go to my house. It is straight that I have to take care of my children. We are driving right alone. But you will have to pay everyone cage. Because now we don't cost cage. Doctor about supply manager. Our people are waiting cost of feed don't check. And we could lost to me by it's nothing more than 10 million naira. 10 million naira. 10 million naira, yes. 10 million naira, yes. I will tell you, see, I will tell you, I don't meet about very money. That's about very money. They are all useless. They are all useless. They are all useless. You are dying. You are suffering. This is too much. This is too much. I don't see what back on a express. It is not possible. We cannot.
Somebody said, what is the story? I know it's not really a very clear picture, okay? But you don't see around you, Niger, all those Eja will die. The fish is there. That's a fish pond. You know, it's a business in Nigeria and they have all been going through hell, trying to keep themselves in business. I have spoken about them a few times. Poultry farmers, fish farmers, and those who have been weathering and swimming against the tide of this Thiwefnubu. And you know what happened to that lady there? She's not the only one. That area is Ekwe, very close to the ocean, a bit close to the sea. So they built their, what do you call it? They built their own pond, fish ponds next to it. Unfortunately, overnight, an Indian firm that has a factory along the along the axis was said to have released some toxic waste from their plants into the sea, into the water. And the water got polluted. And the rain that fell mixed the polluted water with the pond water, and millions of fishes died. From their estimate, right, by the way, they believe that they have lost over 300 million naira in a single swoop. This is not flooding. This is pretty much like housing, environmental destruction, environmental poisoning. And Nigeria is a place where toxic wastes are dumped. In fact, there are those who actually give Nigerian authority money to come in and dump in toxic waste. You see all those industries that are operating in most part of Nigeria, they do not have toxic waste disposal system that will keep the underwater. So what do you call that in now? Is that called underground water system, Abi? Because you see all this water we don't use, right? the one that we use in cleaning ourselves, for cooking and drinking, they come from the underground, though. Here you get. And you see all this water we are using as well. Everything goes in and still go back to the underground water. So you can poison your underground water. I have a name for it, I think. Is it called groundwater or be underground? There's a special name for it. I read it somewhere. So it's like a water bed under our water. It's a water bed. It's a So therefore, I'll give you an example. In the UK, I bought myself, this powerful washer. Okay, this steam wash. What is it called? Right? Or just a forceful wash like that. So I bought myself one so that I will be washing my car. I enjoy it. I enjoy doing that, even though. Then I did it a few times. And you know something? Every time I did it, right? And the water, because to me, I'm like, we have a sewage system in the UK. So right there where I'm washing my car on the street, okay? The water is going straight into the sewage system. It's going, to this drainage system, okay? And it will disappear. So to me, that's fine. What's wrong with that? I was told that the reason why you won't do that a lot in the UK is because you see that water we would drink, the one we are using in the UK, in England, all right. I have heard that you can't really drink their water in England. Okay, you can walk straight into your kitchen now, open your tap, and then get yourself a glass of water, right? In England, because their water, it's not that it's not safe, but it is tasty, like it's got taste, simply because of years of whatever that has contaminated the underground water. But it's not that it's not safe to drink. But here in Scotland, you can easily just walk into your bathroom, and open the tap and just get yourself a glass of water, and you will drink it. And it is as pure, crystal pure, clear, and safe, just like that, your table water. If not better than the table water, by the way. Yeah, your bottled water. So because of that, we are discouraged from, like just discharging water or bringing water from your house and just pour them on the streets and just, And they are so serious about it. But in Nigeria, there is no sewage system. There's no drainage system. And as for the factories, majority of people don't even know what those factories are using or chemicals they are using, that they are discharging into the environment. You have seen what the oil spillage, gas flaring, you have seen what they have done to the environment in Niger Delta Patabi. If you go to the Port-harcourt, right, in River State, and there's times that you will see them, they'll be experiencing what they call the soot. Now, the soot is this black, moist cloud. But it's not just dark cloud. It's actually a cloud that is dropping particles of black substance. Here you get, it's like the sky gathered all of the gas flaring, all those things and all that. And right there, once they begin to drop, you see people with black face, black hands, all that, all coming from the sky, contaminated area. So, and if you go to their farms or you go to their sea, go to their rivers to fish, you understand what environmental degradation means. But they are destroying more in other places. They are destroying more in the cities. They are destroying more farmers. And that's what happened to that lady. So all of all the ponds in the area, every fish died. Every one of them. I've got other videos, but it's got music in it. I can't show you. It's like it's gone. I don't want to deal with that. Okay. But yeah, you could have seen other farmers there, fish farmers. She said she lost 10 million. That's her. And she's standing by her own pond. All her fish dead. She said some of those dead fish, they have been buried. But look around. Everything is gone. All of their investment money gone. I would love possibly me talking about it tonight and every other effort that people around that place in Ekpe have taken. I just pray and hope that at least, even if not this once, that you are protected indeed. Indian firm is the culprit. They said there is an Indian firm or Indian factory along that axis that released this toxic stuff. But Nigeria is so corrupt that instead of the Nigerian authority, the Lagos State authority, to protect these farmers, protect them and get their compensation for them, every fish that dies must be paid for. That is only if the authority will defend them. Unfortunately, by the time they go to Alausa one or twice, and the Indians meet with Sanwo-Iku, they will be blamed, and the Indian company will be protected. I have seen that happen many times, but I do hope and I pray that this will be a different case. It will be a totally different one. Because, I mean, if you have been in that business before in your life, and you have been, you know what it takes to actually survive your fish business in an economy like that of Nigeria, that people no longer really have money to buy anything, and you cannot not feed your fish. Only for you to wake up one day and see that your million investment is gone, just like that. And you cry, you scream, everybody say, oh God, yeah. Everybody moves on. No, these people can't move on from that. That's a huge loss. And it is caused not by natural disaster. It is caused by human negligence, human, negligence. Remember that. And that's what you saw, a loss. Here is Werewike versus Iretike Njebe in Abuja. You've heard this, have you? I've got this long clip I want you to watch, okay? It can be annoying. I want you to see it. It is Werewike. I've got something to say after that.
I read yesterday. I don't want to be personal. I think they say she's a senator for FCT. I don't know. I think, okay, they say she's a senator for FCT. Saying, Wike is busy scraping roads. And listen, I just, in my place, that's why I say, if you don't know what to tell somebody, you say as him be. That is it. You don't have anything, you don't even know what to tell the person. One of these Sundays, I woke up. I called my executive secretary of CDO. I said, come. I said, come. Well, I said, come down. Look at the roads. All cracked. We passed through there. I think we were going to the villa. Then went to the police headquarters. That we go and see. These roads were built when? I should leave it when the potholes come. That's when I'll go and repair it. Back belly. You know what you say, back belly? Somebody wants to be a friend. He said, I don't want to be a friend. Is it by force?
But what's like what the person was indicating that you don't want to be supervised.
Supervised? Are you my appointer?
They have an oversight function.
Oh, come on, listen now. Come on, do it. The problem is that she wanted to be chairman, Senate committee on FCT. And the Senate president said, I'm not giving you. She's a member. Let them come and oversight. There's nothing we have done. I've not invited the two chairmen of the FCT and the two chairmen of the area council. Every flag off, they're all there. Come and see with your eyes. And I deliberately allow it to be live. I deliberately allow it to be live. And so, what are you, the committee, the chairman, are seeing what we are doing. They are coming every day. What are you going to supervise me? You cannot supervise me.
But she's also representing the FCC.
No, that is the mistake you are making. That's the mistake you are making.
She will have extra interest.
What is the interest? That I must see her.
No, that FCC should function well.
Why would I go and say, is that my responsibility? If I have a problem, I go and see her. I don't have a problem.
So you're likely to see her
if there's a problem.
What if she wants to see you?
It's available. She should write to me. Give me a call if I'm free.
But she said you're not reachable.
How did you reach me now?
No. She's a journalist.
Listen. Nobody can intimidate me. Not after being. Look. I was a minister before. I became a governor of one of the most important states in Nigeria. And then I'm a minister of FCT. You are saying that the only way you can bring me is to go to channel, is to go to TVC, is to go to, and oh, the minister is not carrying me. I carry it, I don't have the back to carry. I don't have the back. People don't know how to go about things. It's not by blackmail or intimidation.
So what should she be doing?
Do the right thing. Communication. Can I have audience with you? There are things about FCT. I want you to. The problem is this. She ran an election against my friend, Philip Aduda. Right? And then she sees Philip Aduda everywhere with me. He said, I'm taking Philip everywhere, instead of she being the senator. Haba, will I abandon my friend because he failed the election? I mean, people are so petty. It doesn't make sense. Everybody is commending what is going on in FCT. You are busy, say that he's not carrying me along. I'm supposed to be the eye of FCT. That's lawmaking. That's lawmaking. The eye of FCT in terms of implementing Mr. President's agenda is me. Is me. Mr. President made promise to FCT. Mr. President told them, I have renewed hope agenda. I want to bring back your hope. In doing that, I have somebody I think should represent me in bringing my agenda achievable. And one of those is these people, they have distorted their growth. They make sure civil servants will not grow. And he said, no, that is wrong. Today, the civil servants are happy. The hope has come back. I'm here to implement Mr. President's agenda. I'm not here to you supervise me. You didn't appoint me. What you can do is to do oversight function. When you come, if there are things you see, you think is wrong, it's within your powers to know what to do. Or you come to me. So many senators have come to me. Say, look, there's something we want to say. We want to bring an amendment to the law. FCT needs more money. It's the federal capital territory. That FCT ought to collect 1% of the total money, not 1% of federal government own share. So you take, for example, if federal government gets in a month 800 billion of allocation, 1% 800 billion is 8 billion. So that's what you get.
So you want to be on first line charge?
So that's what somebody who wants to help in improving FCT. How do I amend the law that will help you? You are talking about kidnapping. You are saying the sanction as provided in law is not enough. It's not sufficient to deter these criminals. Now I expect you, as a distinguished senator, as a lawmaker, how do I go through the lawmaking process to achieve this so that criminals will know that FCT is a no-go area? It's not for you to every day go on television, go on radio, that what the minister is doing is to scrape road. I will scrape more. More will go. And you see, the good thing is that when I finish, you know what they call a nylon. You know what nylon? By the time they finish, as far as when I finish, you know, you'll be happy that you are driving on a good road. And I'm sure the lawmaker will also
talking about those projects, sir. Talking about those projects, I'm sure it's not the metro line alone that you intend to present to Mr. President for commissioning
so many things
on May 29th. Let's talk about the other projects.
Nuisance Lele.
Now, let me tell you what you just watched. It's part of the media briefing that Wiki called. This was him who called in pressmen, okay, that he wanted to discuss the state of the nation, okay, and they pretty much was there as usual, just to make himself feel so good and make himself feel all important. Okay. Now, Wike is a political appointee, never elected. Abuja, the FCT, is the Federal Capital Territory, which is the headquarters of Nigeria or something like that, right? But they have an elected senator. For 20 years, I believe, 24 years or so, PDP has been producing the senator for that city, Abuja, until the obedience wave swept him off. Aduda. It's unbelievable. They didn't see it coming. It's unbelievable. Aduda is considered as like lifetime. It was going to be lifetime senator for Abuja, and is there like more or less like his entitlement. It doesn't have to do anything. It didn't have to do anything until disobedience came, and a woman that really, really shook them. This guy initially said he wasn't going to court when he was defeated, but afterward, he was like, "No, I need to go to court." How could this even happen? Then he lost, but he's with Wike's friend. In that regard, Wike himself, appointed by Thiwefnubu to come and be the FCT minister, was just an immediate governor from River State, a little Hitler, an emperor in his own right, somebody who doesn't take order from anybody but himself, unelected this time around, and he has to deal with a woman who just defeated his friend. So it's been cat and mouse between them since then, undermining her. Did you hear him when he said she should have contacted him and said, "I have something to discuss with you"? But the lady was saying Abuja that she represents is watching Wike spend money on white elephant projects like Vice President's new house, judges' quarters, new appeal courts, and some other things that she felt like, if we are all stakeholders here, we appreciate what you're trying to do, okay? But our people, this is me, the elected official, and I'm the one who can actually speak to you. You are just an appointee, yes, or I represent these people. So if I tell you that we would love this money to be, some of this to be channeled into things that really impact the life of the people in the city, Wike won't have any of that. Are you trying to teach me my job? Are you trying to this or that? And that's how they are running the place now. And he can say all manner of things to make, to make her look so bad. No, she's not doing anything bad. And but it's been a cat and mouse for them ever since. But we just have, I just wanted you to see that. There's another one where the news of the youth of a community, an Ijo community in Delta State, about they don't kill 16 soldiers. So how they did it, I have no idea. But there is report. There's this report that there's these two communities in Delta State who have been fighting a long, sort of a long battle of rivalry between them, okay, for a long time. However, something happened 2 days ago. They said that the Nigerian government decided to send in soldiers. Well, in fact, there are actually soldiers placed around the area, providing sort of, little security. But when this crisis escalated in that community, what they did was they moved down only for them to be ambushed by the youth of that community. And before they could say Jack, they have already killed 16 soldiers, including two, from what we heard, 2 majors, 1 captain, and then 12 others. Well, to report says 16. Well, here is what they put out. They said the troop of oh, hang on. I should even put another picture on. That shouldn't be the one that should be on, but I'll leave this on just while I read this report to you, okay? The troops of 181 Amphibious Battalion, Bomadi local government area of Delta State, while on peace mission to Okwoma, that's the community. Okwoma community in Bomadi local government area of Delta State were surrounded by some community youth and killed on Thursday the 14th. And that was yesterday, 2024. The unfortunate incident occurred when the troops responded to a distress call after the community crisis. The communal crisis between the Okwama and Okoloba communities, both in Delta States. The reinforcement team, led by commanding officer, leading to the death of the commanding officer, 2 majors, 1 captain, and 12 others. So, I think that's it. So Nigerian soldiers walked into a community for a peace mission, peacekeeping mission, only for the youth there. That's what they say. We have not heard from the youth, though. No, may the soul of those slain soldiers rest in peace. Is that not what you say to the dead people, right? Say rest in peace. May their soul rest in peace. However, some things are not adding up. I don't know. I mean, you know me now. I'm somebody who just don't like to take everything that these guys say, take them for how they say it. You get what I mean? So the young people were so armed that they killed 16 soldiers on a peace mission. And the report says after the killings, everyone in the community disappeared. Like the entire community, everyone gone. The whole place is a ghost town because they fear that when the military comes back, you remember the OD in Bayelsa, Zaki Biam, where Obasanjo just, almost wiped out the entire village because they killed soldiers. In OD, Obasanjo nearly wiped out the entire village as well because they killed soldiers. These are supposed to be civilians, innocent people, you see? And it is Nigeria. They will say, you don't kill soldiers, it's a normal thing. They have to come back and kill everybody in that place. Kill anything that moves, burn properties, do all of that. Nigerians can't beg them now. We hope that the Nigerian military will not go and do OD there now. And we thought it's all this now. We all know that anyway, when they kill soldiers like this, the soldiers will come and they will level the whole place. Nigerians are expecting Nigerian military to go there and level the place. So I think that is why everybody had to run away. Hi, Rook. Thank you very much for your super chats. Thank you. So they said that the fight has been going on. Communal clashes mostly, and these are supposed to be Ijaws, so they are Ijaws themselves. They are Ijaw. These communities believe that they are Ijaw. And being Ijaw, sure you would think at least they should have, they speak the same language. They should find means of settling their issue, right? But they said, they have killed a lot of people, not just the soldiers. In the last few days, it's been boiling. I'm talking about both sides. They have killed themselves, like killed. We haven't been given any exact figure, but I can give you a rough one. From what we have heard, over 50 people have been killed from both sides. And you and I, we are busy with other places. Why they are killing themselves in Delta State, right? Overland. So the soldiers who went there for peace meeting, I believe, were also slaughtered. 16 of them. That doesn't sound so right. There are people who are fighting themselves. Then they see the convoy of soldiers, Nigerian military, And then they kill all of them. After killing all of them, everybody just disappeared. So from what we heard, right, they said they had a settlement or sort of an agreement to cease fire last week. Prior to that, a lot of people have already left the community to avoid being, killed. And when they reached that settlement of, okay, peace meeting, peace, this or that, people started returning. Then 3 days ago, it escalated again. And yesterday, those 16 soldiers met their death. Very unfortunate. So we hope that in a normal country, what you would do, you don't go to the communities where soldiers were killed by supposed armed youth and then wipe out the entire village. That is barbaric. I know that is Nigeria. And I know some of you actually agrees because you have normalized all the abnormalities. I do know that. But Baba, come on. Children, women, and the rest of them, they are always to be spared. They are always to be protected. But in Nigeria, they are fair game because, you kill soldier. Oh, they kill all of us. They kill our people. They kill my colleague. They kill my... Then you start killing innocent people who have not actually participated in any of that. And there is no investigation anyway. They don't do any investigation. First, they will kill people, and they will start investigation. Later, they will tell you, oh, we have arrested the people behind it. What would now happen to those you have killed? Because you wanted to show that you are Nigerian soldiers, you are Nigerian army. You must show everybody. Don't try us. If you try that, we'll kill you. You try that, we'll kill you. Kind of. Here you get. So if when I hear my voice, they tell you, oh, no, go make you go kill or finish everybody from from Bamadi, what is it called? The Bamadi local government area, where especially the Okwoma local government, Okwoma community. Although we heard that a lot of them have, everyone has left. Imagine you walk into a community and it's a ghost town because everybody has run away. In Nigeria, if I take you further and further and further from Delta, they begin to go to Akwa Ibom. And from Akwa Ibom, we'll cross down to Cross River and they go Bakassi. Guys, you have no idea how many people they are killing in that place every day. Yes. There is a Bakassi war going on the side, just like the Fulani terrorist war in Nigeria. There is Bakassi war too. There are those who are killing themselves like no mercy, like no tomorrow in that Cross River state. And they are border with Bakassi, Cameroon. So when I say things like this, I'm like, well, death is just everywhere. In Nigeria of today, anything can kill you, and you may not even see it coming. It is what it is, they will say. So we hope that people won't, people won't go on and end up in the wrong place, because Nigeria is pretty much like almost the wrong place anyway for everyone, right? So Nigerian soldiers, please, no go there, go kill innocent people because you are looking for those who killed your. I remember when they killed the same 16 soldiers in Katsina. Do you remember that? Yeah, that was under Bokohari. They went to, you see, there was this terrorist in Katsina, right? And Masaku Bello is was the governor. And the kidnapping at the time, also under Bokohari, as alarming as it was, this particular terror group actually have more than 3,000 Nigerians, 3,000 Kassinans that they kidnapped in their custody. Baba is like a whole town in that place. Because how did I know? I mean, how did we know that? Masaku carried all of his security men and all that. And they journeyed. Listen to this. They journeyed from Katsina to that forest where the terrorists were staying. The governor of the state and his convoy, the soldiers, the DSS, the policemen, and even the policemen and DSS, they were taking pictures with the terrorists when they got to the camp, right? It was a stretch of over 200 kilometers from the state capital. 200 kilometers. Imagine driving for over 200 kilometers into the forest. to go and see the chief terrorist that has kidnapped over 3,000 of your people. And then you negotiated by giving him 500 million naira. 500 million naira was money they gave to him. So they expected the guy to now release. So the guy released half of his captives. He released 1,500. You need to go and read it. Google it now. Google what I'm just saying to you now. And confirm if the story is real or not. Do you understand? So the guy released 1,500 with the expectation that now he's doing business with you. He will never kidnap people anymore in Katsina State. And with time, he will release the others. That was the agreement. Unfortunately, a week after that, you know, I mean, you carry goat. You carry goat, give lion. Abi you carry goat, give lion. The goat is now playing. I mean, the lion is now playing with the goat, and you're like, oh, so cute. Can you imagine? The lion is like, oh, so cute to a goat, and you are also laughing and you are happy, like, oh, that's so lovely. I've never seen a lion cuddle a goat before. And it's like, no. The lion is only cuddling his own food, maybe dinner. If the lion is not hungry and you give him a goat, there's no point in killing the goat yet. It could be lovely with a goat. It could be nice with a goat. It could be nice to the goat and all that, right? So when you come back the following day, so what do you think is going to happen? The goat will be gone, my dear brother. When the lion is hungry. The terrorists, they gave 500 million that don't kidnap anybody anymore, okay? Please, brothers, settled. Oh, clear now. Abi, good. Yeah, give him the money. So thank you. So no that, you know. I said, you are not going to count the money? You're not going to count it? No, I trust you, Mr. Governor. I trust you. Don't worry, there's no point in counting. You say it's 500 million. Yeah, it is 500 million. Yeah, great. Gasikiani. Alhamdulillah. Madala. And they walk away. The governor walk away, open that. That's it. That's the best deal I've made in my life. The people of this state will be so grateful to me. Because there is nobody that will ever be kidnapped again in this state. Like I said. Yes, guys. Yeah, but lion, why now? Why did you eat the goat? I thought we agreed that you will not eat the goat anymore. Say, so sorry, it's just my nature. It is my nature. I didn't want to eat the goat, but it's my nature. So the terrorist who has become so comfortable, so comfortable. A week later, after collecting 500 million from the states, they went out to go and get a few others. Like, don't kidnap too many, just few. I just feel like we should kidnap. Masaku heard that and called the military in Abuja and said, listen, this guy made a deal with me. Now he has kidnapped another 30 people. But don't worry, guys. We know where we met him. I'll give you the direction. I'll give you the postcode. Or, just put it into Waze or Google Map. It will take you straight to their camp. I don't know. Maybe he told them that or they did that themselves, right? The Nigerian military, I don't even understand, right? They just went straight to the place. They want to go and arrest the guy. So maybe they now put it on, maybe they put the address on Google. And when you are driving on Google Map, you'll be like, turn left. 100 meters ahead, turn left. Turn right. Maybe some of the terrorists who are their spies, advanced spies, they saw that and said, soldiers, they come with the turn left, turn right. So if the way the Google Map is describing where they are going, it's like they are coming to our camp. Get ready. About soldiers to learn, they kill all of them. They killed all of them. Got to the camp, before they got to that camp, by the time they had everything, Yamutu. You go and read it now. It's in the Google it. Katsina State bandits that kill soldiers. You understand? They killed all of them. And we're expecting the Nigerian army to go there and level the ground, but more than no level anywhere. They burn you well. You can't level everywhere. So we are pleading with them now that those of you who are waiting for them to do OD and Zaki BM in this part of Delta State, think again, okay? Those who are bold enough to carry the gun and face the soldiers, right, and shot them dead, all of them in Delta State, they are definitely people that would never still remain in that vicinity. I can only appeal. You know what I mean? You can only appeal until you see it in the news. The Nigerian soldiers went to so and so and they have destroyed everywhere because that's what they do. Nigerian soldiers, arsonists, you know what I mean? Like borners, murderers, genocidists, bunch of rogues that turn their guns on the people that they are supposed to protect. I have never seen anything like that in my life, ever. It's unfortunate too. But that happened there. The last one where I won't give you before I would decide to either take calls or call it a night or call it a night. I'm actually going to take calls. We need to talk about this. You know what I mean now? So the other one is that of a Binance. Ladies and gentlemen, Nigeria is done for economically. And I am not really happy to say that to you. But it is true. So in the effort of, still playing propaganda of how they want to save, somebody even told me, one guy told me and said, Thiwefnubu is an accountant. So as an accountant, you don't expect him to build the economy of Nigeria on the failed foundation that Bokohari left Nigeria. I was like, come again. Can you please come again? Mayegun. This guy told me, he said, Mayegun, Thiwefnubu is an accountant. And as an accountant who wants to build the economy, you shouldn't expect him to build this economy on the foundation, the faulty, failed foundation of Bokohari. So Thiwefnubu is an accountant. Yes, he's an accountant. And if you don't mind, this is what I asked the guy. I said, if you don't really mind, could you give me an idea about the economic or accounting policy or whatever it is you call economic ideas that is put in place that is now going to, germinate later if everybody understand that he is building from scratch? Can you give me the idea of what he's building and who are those helping him to build from that scratch? Can you give me that? But in their usual manner, he took it, it sort of flew over his head. And it was, I can't really tell you because I know that you don't like him. So you don't like Thiwefnubu. So even if I explain it to you, you are still, I said, Baba, try, come on. Try, tell me that economic reform that is different from what Bokohari did. So Thiwefnubu is rebuilding that. Can you just try? Anyway, let's cut it short. He couldn't. He's only repeating what other mofos, the graduates, are saying to them. They kind of say things, speak, they say things in a way to make it look like they are intelligent by using some buzzwords, okay? Buzzword. So when you look at when you see those who pretend to be educated, when they want to try to convince you and say, you don't understand, just ask them that, no, it's all right. They should make you understand by using their own words that you will understand. And if they still don't, ask them, can you give me the names of those who are doing that reform with Thiwefnubu? So that we'll begin to look at them so that I can possibly get what you are saying. Who are those who are planning the economy for Thiwefnubu that an accountant is rebuilding for you? Kadobi, Oduduwa Emefiole, abi? Who? Wale Edun. Wale Edun is now, I didn't even know this, right? Under Bokohari, Wale Edun, who is your finance minister right now, also former commissioner of finance in Lagos under Thiwefnubu 24 years ago, is now your finance minister in Abuja. Now, this guy said they will not borrow a dime to fund the 2024 budget. This was in October 2023. But you know the story, right? They have been borrowing and funding themselves, okay? So, Wale Edun, Oduduwa Emefiole, that liquidated two banks folded up under Kadobi. That is his record. It was a relic
that they had to quickly go and buy suit for and bring him back as your central bank governor. And since he came back, can you please tell me one single monetary policy that he has introduced without using the changing of word and all of that? Oh, tell me one single monetary policy of Oduduwa Emefiole Kadobi that is different from Delta Emefiole, the original Emefiole. Can you? Kadobi is going to give farmers 100 billion naira to buy fertilizers to improve farming. Emefiole gave Nigerian farmers 4 trillion naira so that they can indeed improve food production in Nigeria. Similar policy. Emefiole floated the Nigerian naira. They said, float it, devalue it. It will find its own real value later. Kadobi under Thiwefnubu has also been floating your naira, and your naira has flown away, gone with the winds. These are the economic policies. Under Bokohari, their policy of no exportation. Don't export our food. We are hungry in this place. Thiwefnubu and their own central bank is continuing that because they blame that for why you have a food inflation in Nigeria. There are people taking food out of Nigeria. Is the reason why food is expensive in Nigeria, not because of the terrorists that continue to massacre your farmers and continue to invade and ransack and destroy your farms. Not because of them. That's not the reason. Now, some people, enemy of Nigeria, are taking the food out. Oh, yeah, ban, close the border. These are Emefiole's policies. Print more money. If the revenue that is being generated is already being used to service debts, print more money. Why not? Under this Emefiole printed over 27 trillion naira in 8 years. Oduduwa Emefiole Kadobi has already printed over 7 trillion naira in 10 months. Emefiole banned crypto and blame the crypto operators as the reason why Nigeria naira was falling. Then unbanned it, then banned it again. Emefiole did that. Emefiole cut down trees in Abuja because BDC, people who are Bureau de Change, they are those who are selling naira and dollar. They are those who are destroying the naira. So therefore, let's cut down the trees and discourage them from standing under the trees in Abuja to sell dollars. Naira will improve. Emefiole did that. He did that. Emefiole opened an app and he called it e-naira. I called it e-naira because it's pretty much like e-naira anyway. To rob us, to steal from us in the diaspora. It did not fly. Now you have the Oduduwa Emefiole Kadobi. Kadobi is printing money. Emefiole borrowed money. Kadobi is borrowing. Emefiole, well, you know, I don't know. I'm just asking now, you know, like who are those who are planning the economic reform with Thiwefnubu that you believe that an accountant is planning economic reform and whatever you are going through right now is temporary or you are sacrificing because an accountant is building an economy and whatever you are seeing right now is a reform. I beg, who are those building that reform with them? Who? Wale Edun helped Bokohari to secure over over $5 billion seed money, where they told people and said, come, since nobody won't borrow them money, you know what they did? They started writing Euro bond. So Euro bond, you say, okay, we need $2 billion. So the cheapest way to get the $2 billion is you can write bond. You know, those shares, bond, right? They do carry weight too. So you can just say, okay, give me your $2 billion. So all of us, me, you, everybody, you buy 100. This one buy 200. That one buy $500. That one buy $1 million bond. This one, you know, when you buy all of them together, they will carry all the money and give them that bond in a paper like this. So the paper says, in 2 years' time, in 3 years' time, you get 20% of that money you gave to them. So how they're going to do it, I'm still trying to even understand how they have been doing it or what they are giving to people that always subscribe to their bond in a country where economically is already is dwindling. The resources in the country that could be forex earner for them or a collateral, by the way, right? They have already been depleted. But Nigeria continue to issue bond. Yes, Nigeria will issue bond and say 5 billion bond, 1 billion, 500 million. And that bond is like shares, okay? You buy Nigerian bond, you can buy it through your brokers. I am still studying how they are paying that back to people, okay? And how profitable that is, because it's a cheap way to make money as a country, okay? You go and print a paper. You call it with the stamp of your country, central bank of your country. You just print it on it. And you can give it to somebody and say, take $100 million. And that's your bond. So in 5 years' time, I can sell it. And whatever is going to be the final view, they can say, okay, in 5 years' time, my $100 million bond is going to be worth $130 million. That's 30 million interest. So then I keep it with all of the originality and all that. So they can convert that and give me that money. I am still going to do that. And I'm going to come back here and say that to you. I mean, some of you do know how it works. But you know me, I want to read it properly. I want to tell my friends here in the same layman language, the same way I do my explanation, okay? I haven't dug deep enough. Now, this Wale Edun, who helped Bokohari to secure 5 billion of such, is already helping Thiwefnubu to see if they can get him 1 billion before May. And guess the company that is going to be, working that out, Wale Edun's company. He has a company, and they say he's an investment banker. Investment banker. Okay. Like Tony Elumelu, that collected 5% by processing a deal between Afrexim Bank, African Import and Export Bank, and Nigeria government of Thiwefnubu, where $12 billion crude oil is used as a collateral for a $3.3 billion loan. So if Nigeria failed to pay that loan back in 5 years, 2028, Nigeria will forfeit $12 billion crude oil. 167 million barrels of crude oil will be forfeited to the lender. Here you get. And after all, Tony Elumelu will collect 5% of the whole deal. That is his own finder's money. Right. Founders money. I'll be finder's money. It's finders. I ain't go look for it. Here you get. So this is how they run it. So Wale Edun, a minister in Nigeria, is also a contractor with the Nigerian government. So the rest, call it conflict of interest. That doesn't exist in Thiwefnubu's dictionary. Okay? The only interest that really matters is that of Thiwefnubu. And everybody around him is working to ensure that. And as for you, including your children, that he has put inside hunger, this is just the beginning.
I've kept many of you hungry. We have just started. Not only you, but your grandchildren. Be ready. All of you.
The cost of fuel has gone up. Food and other prices have followed it. Households and businesses struggling. Things seem anxious and uncertain. I understand the hardship you face. I wish there were other ways, but there's not.
Do you get that? And this one is what I'm going to use to cap it up, okay? It's just a reminder what he told you. I think this was last year, was it? Call.
Whichever way, by all means necessary, you must have electricity. And you will not pay for estimated bill anymore. promise made will be a promise kept. If I can't keep the promise and I come back for second term, don't vote for me. That's the truth. Unless I give you adequate reasons why I couldn't deliver. Whichever.
Kolu Gbadue. The Gbadue number one. Unless I tell you why unless I give you reason why I can't deliver. Now you have the reason, you have your answer. I'll go make another cup of tea. Okay? And when I get back, we'll take off. Then don't go anywhere if you do have a question for me or you have something to say. And if you don't, then I will see you some other time. But for those who probably want to see the part of this, right? Grab your phone. And when I get back, we will take it on from there. Thank you. Thank you. I do have a caller, by the way. Hello there.
Yeah, it's Iron.
It's
Iron.
Iron. How are you doing this afternoon, Iron?
I'm doing okay. And you and your family?
Very well, thank you. I saw your super chat as well.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, well done for all the information you have been giving us. I mean, you are number one. You are number one in the world, man. You are number one.
Thanks,
well, based on what we have seen now, Niger, they're already gone, and Burkina Faso and Mali. I don't think they will even, at least they already fortified themselves. That's how it should be. At least so that they can own their resources, control it, do whatever thing.
With what Nigeria attempted on them, I mean, come on.
Yes.
I wouldn't even look back myself.
Yeah, so make them try now. If they try now, they are coming down. Nothing. They think they can fight those people, but they cannot. Because those people they get liver now. They get liver. Our people now we are very coward now. You see, soldier when no go, when no defend the country. All of them, all now to steal money left and right. After stealing the money, the country is just keep going down every day. So, like as I keep saying it, our own not to scatter, not to break up what we want.
Yes, so.
There's nothing like Nigeria. No more, nothing like Nigeria. One Nigeria kill all of them there.
So,
you
get that?
Yeah, make one Nigeria kill all of them. Is it how countries should be run?
No.
People are suffering. Making your people, and not that your people are not serious. They are serious, but just that they don't see even, they don't even see any little thing to show that. I belong to this country. That country. If you look at the country now, we don't belong to that country now. They keep saying it now. Nigeria is not for you. So when they say you think the people who said it, they are stupid. They are not stupid. Nigeria is not for you. Because if Nigeria is for you, everything that at least human beings are supposed to use to make themselves right, they should have provided little water, little light, little road.
Then even if you want, I've been corrected that it's only in London that their water stays somehow. The rest of England, just like Scotland, people drink their water from the tap too, safe too. I'm not even saying the water is not safe, but in London, I couldn't really drink their tap water. I'm glad that it's only in London. It's true. In this country, right? Water, all over the world, by the way, water is so essential, so important that government invests so much in it that you can actually see, you can't compare that with where we come from, where water is like a luxury. So to say, Baba, Hairuk.
Yeah, well, like as we were saying, do you know that where my maternal home, I'm just trying to make a very quick something so that I give this thing.
That's all right.
So, yeah, a friend of mine went there. So I asked the guy, when you go there, just open video for me. Let me see what is going. Man, these people, their dad work for them, but all they keep dragging. Common soccer well to build, to have a reasonable toilet in that yard. And where the yard is at the center of the town. Where is when you ask anybody, as soon as you come that town, you say, I'm looking for this food, they will just bring you to that place. But do you know they don't have this thing? When I look at this thing, Mayegun, I say, Kai, I just have to mobilize people, let them do a water system for them. But all of them, they are there. They can't even, that's their father's life. I don't have any share. But just that, to tell them how people should live, because there's some things you do, it will begin to change their mindset. Say, look at how people are supposed to live. You see what I'm saying? Because of that bad mindset and that poverty mindset, that's why the people, Nigerians, that's why they are where they are today. Because some of them, they don't even know. If you tell them, look at how you should do things, they will start arguing with you. Why? They don't know. And that's why the politicians use those advantages, keep oppressing them.
Because they are it's like they are already waiting to be exploited. Sure, you get. They want you to take advantage of them anyway. So if you are telling them this is now to leave, and then they are like, no, mind your business or something like that, because they are always willing and ready to be used by the criminal politicians who are never tired of.
Yeah, the politicians and their pastor, that's the people they listen to. Do you know that, Mayegun? They are the politicians and their pastor, that's the people they listen to. But as you keep saying this thing, they don't know that you are giving them one of the vital information, that the world cannot even give you, so that they can learn, Let's I just want to. Yes. So I just want to thank you for all you have been doing. I want to thank everybody who have come to the platform. Please like and share so that this platform will keep growing.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Okay? And you take it easy.
Yeah,
yourself, okay?
and I want to thank you the way you have Gaba Live, the way you projected this thing, Thank you very much.
Last night it was wonderful.
You did a good job. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
So that's true. Gaba Live. We did so well last night. I went to check. We took her from 200, but I wanted, if she's not over 1,000, okay, she can really make use of that YouTube channel. So everyone who is here to see it, search for Gaba Live, and then add to that subscription, okay? Take her to 1,000, and then we can build from there. Here is my caller. Hello.
Yes, Mr. Mayegun.
Yes, sir. How are you?
How are you today, my brother?
I am very well.
It's Chris Mariah Tegbesu, aka Tegbesu.
Say it again, aka what?
Tegbesu.
Tegbesu.
Tegbesu. Yeah, Tegbesu.
Tegbesu. Bless you, Baba. How you doing today?
Yeah, I'm all right, my brother, man.
Nice one. So yeah, here we are, Baba. We are hearing from them. Or you see this company where the UK we want to construct Port-harcourt Abuja Railway, Baba CEO.
No, Tinubu is just playing for time. The APC government, Tinubu government is playing for time because they are not too sure if they're going to win the next election.
Right.
Whatever they're doing now, right, is just to cover their tracks, to acquire what they want to acquire for the time being. Look at Wike. Wike, since he's left university, right, he's always been in government jobs. No other jobs.
He's a lawyer, but he's never been to court.
He's never been to court. He can't even win a case in court. What he's doing, right? You understand what I'm saying now? In our language, right? Because I'm from Delta area, we call them bomber boys. UK is a bomber boy. It's a rascality. I don't actually blame him. You understand what I'm saying now? Because the type of politics we play in Nigeria, right?
Yeah. Where
they don't allow frontline reporting. The Nigeria is the only country that don't allow, even Iraq and Syria, where there's fights. There's frontline reporting. Reporters will go to the front line and capture what is happening in the front line.
That's right.
But Nigeria, in Nigerian's case, the army is copy and paste. They call them together, the pressmen, they give them what they play them with tape, they write it down, and they go. That's why when you read this one in Nigeria, they all publish the same news.
Exactly.
The front pages
they don't even have any verification. It's just like
no. The
same headline.
The same headline, same story.
Because it's coming from the same source, not
the same source. No frontline reporting. That's where we have a problem. You understand what I'm saying? And it's just very sad. You see, this shenanigans we're going on with in Nigeria, right? This terrorism and all these things, right? It's going to stay for a long, long time.
It will. I see that too.
No, it's not going out. It's not going out for now. The only way it can be eradicated, right? If Tinubu can realize that, listen, it's not about politics now. It's about integrity and it's about achievement. If you can forget about 2027, if Tinubu can forget about 2027, right, and make amends, right, and put the right people in the right place. Look, this thing's got in Nigeria could be defeated in 3 months. Nigeria is so powerful. Is that powerful?
Well, it's only got. See, you will see military chiefs, right? You see policemen. Instead of them to speak professionally, they will be the way they speak, right? You can tell they are pretty much like ass lickers that are only there or appointed because they will be loyal to the guy. That's all.
Definitely. Like this, all this our drainage system, right? All this our flooding. All this our flooding. The flooding that's going on in Nigeria. It's very simple. We don't have a good drainage system in Nigeria. There's no drainage system.
No.
All they have to do, right, is create a good drainage system in Nigeria from the top, bottom, because River Niger, right, comes from upwards downwards.
That's right.
That's why Niger is playing with our intelligence now. Niger is taking liberty. If Niger will have to beat a dam tomorrow, we are fucked. We are done for life.
Something like that too. That if they should dam, they should dam that river Niger, Nigeria should forget about water, electricity anymore. Like power from, forget it.
That's right, and that's why the North, because the North is controlled by certain ethnic group. I don't want to mention any ethnic group because I don't want to be a bigot, right? The North is controlled by certain ethnic group. The same way Niger is 60% Hausas. Then only 25% Fulanis, but Fulanis control Niger today. That's why Buhari said when he's going to retire, he's going to go to Niger. That's right. But for them, because they block the border, right? That kind of a thing. The problem Nigeria is having now, right, is that the rulers in the north, the Fulanis, what is handicapping them now is the middle belts. The middle belts are talking themselves out of the north. They are not northerners anymore.
They are being loud. They are very, very loud about it now.
Don't
call us not. Don't call us.
Yes. If not for that, right, the Fulanis will overrun the whole of Nigeria. Middle belt is the one giving them that stoppage. You know what I'm saying now? And Tinubu should know now that this is beyond politics. This is not politics anymore.
Not politics.
Even Abacha as a military leader, you don't know Abacha is the only person that he built roads around the whole community in Nigeria. Abacha with the PTF fund. Abacha built roads right.
All this modern day democrats.
Yes. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Right? So I don't know where this politics you are playing. I don't know where it's coming from, right? Because it doesn't make sense anymore. It's so depressing. It's so frustrating. It's so deceiving. It's so deceitful. It's so imposing. It's so confusing.
Honestly,
I don't know what to call it.
So much. You know, Nigeria needs every help it can get now, right? But that country is not getting any help. They are depleting it and looting her more with reckless abandon. Baba.
You know, according to United Nations, whatever how they estimate their nonsense, right? They said in the last couple of last quarter of this year, right? Nigeria has remitted 23 billion to Nigeria. 23 billion, right? More than what they do in a year. You know why?
Why?
Because the naira the economy is so depleted, right? That people have to spend more to support their families abroad.
I swear,
but that's not the main point. The main point is that if people, for example, right, last year you saw a house for 10 million naira. You want to sell a house for 30 million naira. And now the price is 2,000, as of today, it's 2,030 naira to £1. So you are buying that house for half price. So a lot of Nigerians are actually buying houses in Nigeria, property in Nigeria for half price. That's why people are just sending money to Nigeria to buy properties. If you want to buy property in Nigeria, this is the best time to buy. Because if you don't buy it now, when the trade changes, right, you can't buy anymore. Because Tinubu is going to decimate the naira like they did in Ghana. And it won't work for anybody. So this is the best time to buy property in Nigeria. The property they selling for 20 million last year, 20 million, but you can buy it for half price. By the time you say £5,000, you say £10,000 is 20 million.
I know.
That's what I'm saying now. The house was supposed to buy for £20,000 last year. It's not £10,000. That's why Nigerians are sending more money to Nigeria. So Mayegun, the problem about our country is that we have to pray to God, but prayer will not solve the problem.
Only prayer, no.
So
there must be more, and that is we have to put a boot on the ground. And people who want things happen, they must go beyond their clasping hand or closing them. They must roll sleeves and actually and we will get there.
The elites know what to do. The elites know what to do. We all know what to do. Thank you very much. I don't want to waste your time.
Thank you
because all our guys are coming in.
No, thank you very much. Thanks for that information too, because you see, there are those who listen here and be like, I know that Nigeria is terrible right now, and I don't want to put my money there. But if I could use 10,000 to buy a house of 20 million, why not? There are those who pick up information, pieces of that like this.
you might have probably encouraged somebody. So I have another caller. Hello.
Yeah, Field Marshal.
Baba. Good evening.
The Field Marshal.
How are you, Baba?
I'm fine, and you and your family?
Okay, I think we can hear ourselves now. How's it going now, over there?
We thank God anyway.
Baba.
We thank Chukwuki Kabiama.
To God be the glory. Thank you so much for calling in.
To God be the glory, my brother. Well done for your job, oh. Well done.
Thank you.
Well done for your job. But you have already known that you are the number one. You are the number one. You are the number one. I've given you some months back. I've given you the promo or whatever they call it. You understand? When there is no Onyendu presently, so you are the one that leading.
Well, thanks so much.
You understand? So
good to know.
Oh, there is no two ways about that, no doubt, my brother. So to speak truth, to have the courage to speak the truth, to educate people, to tell people what is going on, and they come downtown country Nigeria, as they call it. So it's not that easy, Mayegun. Go on, my brother. Keep it on. Keep it on.
I appreciate you, Baba.
Let me go straight to the point, my brother.
Start you have the floor. Go for it.
On the side of our own president, Tinubu, or whatever they call it.
They call him Chief. They call him Malam. Whatever, whichever one. I call him.
Yeah, it's Malam. Let's put it in Tinubu. Just Tinubu is okay for him. Not something like Chief. He's a Muslim. He conduct prayer, so he can even if he's not he can easily conduct prayer. So just call it Tinubu. It's okay. No need of. So, to my own view, I didn't see any capability of Malam Tinubu to lead that country, if not for on the scam side. You understand? So, what people are saying, Tinubu can do this, Tinubu can do that. Believe me, if Tinubu has something to offer at the initial stage, he will not even be wasting time before appointing all those ministers. That is when you see someone that will work, someone that will do something. Yes, someone that has something to offer. To my own view, I didn't see Tinubu both on his movement, on his own speech, or whatever they call it. I didn't see him as an active someone that will lead the country. Despite the fact that he has his own mission, he has his own target, and he said it at the earlier. He will start where the other Fulani man stopped. So all is left for him. So I didn't see him as a good figure or as a head that will lead that nation, as they call it. So let's forget about him. On the side of business, his own business or whatever he's doing, I've been saying all these things for many years ago. You see all these Nigerian politicians coming down to Western world that we are, my brother. I know most of them, they have their own businesses with whites. They will be telling us this and that. And even those whites, again, they are also supporting to clean our country.
They are all working hand in hand now. You can't
they're all working together.
That year without their cooperation.
Yes.
No way.
Yes, that is what Mazen Nnamdi Kanu detect is saying for more than 15 years ago. But people couldn't understand. That is why Nnamdi Kanu is always insulting people that the black man cannot reason. Black man has no ability to reason good. You understand? So
they are looking for somebody who is going to be appealing to them. Please now, everybody, please listen to me.
Everybody, yes.
The right thing, please. And Nnamdi Kanu was pretty much like, no, you don't talk to these people like that. These are people who are pretty much like dense intentionally, and they are also dangerous because what they are venturing into or what they are enabling is putting their own life in danger and the life of other people who don't want to be part of it. So if you want to talk to them, you need to speak to them directly. Don't talk to them like say.
Yes, speak to them directly. Show them your eyes. Show them that you are. Show them your action. Stand firm on whatever you're doing.
If they are going to cry, let them cry. If they are going to be angry, let them be angry. When they finish being angry, finish crying, the truth is just told them they can think. That's what he said. Kanu.
Yes. Okay, watch out all his speech, all his broadcasts that he made. He always stand in frame in what he's doing.
Yes. As he should be.
I believe he will soon be out because
Baba, we're counting
I know
today is the 16th, right?
Yes, that's more 3 days.
18, 19. That's Tuesday.
That's Tuesday.
He's got a date with Tuesday.
I pray to God Almighty Elohim that he will be out. Nothing will happen to him.
Yeah, now.
He will be out and he will grab what is planning for many years ago.
Yes.
Because he is right. Whenever count on some years back when they started this issue of struggling, when they present it to United Nations, all these diplomatic bodies, international powers, whenever they mention something like Biafra or Dudua, you see them. None of them will put mouth or we make any good speech because they know what we are pursuing and what is in front and what they know the truth. You understand? So let's pray. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu will soon be out.
They say destiny can only be delayed, but it can't really be denied, though.
It can't. Yes, that's it.
Destiny understands his own destiny. You don't need anybody to interpret your destiny for you.
You don't need anybody to. Yeah, that is it.
You know who you are, right? And you know who you are. Of what you are holding, what you have, no destiny can it can be delayed, as they say. It will never.
It can be delayed for some times, but you will get to the destination. That is it.
Mazi.
That is naturally. Nature is a nature. There is no way you can't cheat nature. You can't throw away nature. Nature is a nature. Nature remains nature. That is it.
That's right.
So all my prayers that I'm offering every day is let that country be peace. Everybody go your own way, answer your name. Even if we will be together, we will know how to be. We know how to pray. We know how Biafra we stand with Dudua. We know how Biafra we stand the house, not Fulani, not the Fulanis, because I know them.
Like
I live in northern part. I was grow up in northern part. I grew up with them. So nobody. Yes, all
respect is reciprocal. So if you want respect from the Biafrans, you would have to respect the Biafrans. If the Biafrans want anybody to also to respect them, they would also have to respect them too. But you cannot look down on anyone and then expect them to be your friend. You get what I mean? So of course, we'll get to that part where all of us will have to either respect ourselves or we'll just be neighbors. We know they talk. That too can happen.
I can't see the reason why that when we have Biafra today, and we cannot. The Biafrans and the Duduas cannot cooperate. Now, I didn't see it. I didn't see it.
Now, Nigeria wants to scatter everything for us, and over time, with the level of an Igbo man, a Yoruba man, right? They are not after their own jugulas. And if you see a Yoruba man and an Igbo man having any rivalry, it is LV competition about I will do it better than you. Oh no, you can't. I will do it.
Yes.
I will do that one better than you. No, you can do that, but we will do this and all that. There's none of this.
We will do this. That is it.
Say I hate you. I want to kill you. No. So yeah, that's LV.
It has been a long time.
Yeah, and we can make that happen.
It has been a long time. So I didn't see the reason why something that will make us that we can do some things together. Our own people, Biafra, Ududua, and the real Hausa, not the Fulani. Also, because I know the Fulani. I know their aim. The Fulani man you can't have a single truth from a Fulani man, because those people, their mission, whenever they enter, the mission is to destroy. They don't have any sense of anything. They don't have sense of creativity. They don't have anything. They only have sense of criminality, like Tinubu. That is why I'm saying Tinubu is not a really Nigerian. If we check it very well, that man is a blood of Fulani, as I'm seeing it. You understand? So Let's keep on praying. Let's keep on putting effort in order to see that that country will pieces. Let's pieces the country, even if in four parts or in 5 parts. It's okay like that. We now have peace. When you want to do something with a middle bed someone, you do something with a middle bed someone. When you want to do something with an Hausa, you do something. When you want to do something with a Dudo, that is the best. We can help each other when we have our own domot. When you want to come to my domot, you will come in. You will let me know. I will accept you. You will accept me. That is the best thing to do. For people, those are playing one Nigerian is
something, Mazi. Listen, when I try to kind of say, well, I'm going to take another call, I expect you to round it. You get what I mean? Because everything is like time.
Yes.
So
yes.
Cutting, like ending calls.
I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry for that. So my brother,
in case of others too,
keep
I do appreciate
it. Keep it on, my brother.
God bless you, Baba.
Keep it on.
Thank you so much. Now, see, if I want the moment, I mean, I can have a chat with you, like interactive and all that. But once I check the time, I'm like, oh, you and I have been talking for over 10 minutes. Sometimes people don't even know that the time is that gone. I mean, I promise you don't know. The moment you start talking like this, before you know it, you don't spend 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. So, and I can listen to everyone all night, okay? But, once I start saying hello, thank you so much, or thank you very much for that, this is me trying to tell you to round it up so I can take another one. I don't want to just cut the phone while somebody is talking. That is very rude. I don't want to be rude. Do you understand? So please help me and make it easier for me, okay? So here is another caller on the line. Hello there.
Mayegun, my guy.
Yes, sir. I'm going to.
The Oracle.
How are you doing, Baba?
Good.
Grand. Thank you so much for
Toronto, Canada.
In. Please.
Yeah, my name is Ray Prince from Toronto, Canada.
Oh, Prince from Toronto. Thank you so much for calling in, Baba. So how is your weekend going? Yeah,
good. Good. Maybe you're the Oracle. You are the Oracle.
You think so?
Of our generation. You are.
Okay, Baba. I agree. If you say so, then it must be.
But do you know that any day I don't watch you, I feel like I'm sick. Something gonna happen to me. Don't know why.
Something is missing.
You know where it's coming? Yeah, something is missing. Baba, you are number one.
You are number one. Thank you.
Okay?
Thank you so much.
I just called to tell you that you are number one. God will continue to bless you and keep you alive. Okay?
Please. Thank you.
Have a nice.
And you too. Say me well to everybody, okay? And my regards to all our loved ones there in Toronto. You have a good evening as well. So that's the Prince calling in from Canada, Toronto. So if you're still watching, I'll check the time. Okay. You see, we still actually have more time. So if we can be making it like that short, and then, I'm not saying that if you have long stuff to share with us, you can't. Of course you can. But timing, I mean, I check the time, I'll look at it, I'll be like, oh, no, that's like 10 minutes. So then I'll say round it up so that, we can have others on as well. So yeah, I'll take this. Here. Hello there.
Hello. Good evening, Mr. Maye.
How are you, Baba?
Mr. Maye, thank you for doing a good job.
Thank you.
You are doing a wonderful job.
Thanks a lot.
I'm just trying to maybe to call to back what you have been saying up with one or two things.
Please.
Enjoy totally mess already. Totally mess already. About the water that you just said in Nepe, there's a lot of things that is not right in Nigeria.
Honestly.
They have medical waste, the way they normally treat medical waste. Is only Lagos State come up with any small little idea to exploit people, to collect some money from people. I think they make sure they charge each hospital 400 naira per kg for them to treat their medical waste. They call a lot of people to build an incinerator for them because medical waste is very, very hazardous.
I know.
After they take money from people, from the hospital that they want to go and destroy the waste. They're supposed to put it inside the incinerator to incinerate the medical waste. Normally, they carry it to Iwelepe side. They call that place around Ikorodu, Iwelepe.
So they have a dump
So
site
they
for
collect.
the medical
They
waste
have a
in
dump
Lagos.
site
That
from yes.
okay.
They will now mix the whole thing together, set it on fire.
So that's the method.
That is method.
Just
Normally,
put all of those stuff
they
together,
collect
light them up, and then the smoke can. Oh dear.
the smoke, the black smoke, because normally if you are incinerating a medical waste, we have hydrocarbon inside. So that one normally generates a soot. We call it soot. That one that is affecting the lungs of people.
That could affect somebody's lungs if you
yes,
breathe it into.
Yes, it's fast to kill people, just like coal, more than fast than coal, because this thing cannot digest in your system. Then we have a lot of people living around that place. Then what's the excess of collecting money from people? Make sure that maybe you mandate something for each hospital to pay to dispose their waste.
That, Baba, like you seems to be somebody who work in the medical field, right? And this seems to be a concern and a big one. It should be, right? So this place you mentioned and all that, right? Are they like government sanctioned? Like you can say, oh, this is Lagos State government dump site, something like that, or it's just a random place that some
you can still make your own research on it. I can still send you some video, some backup video. You have a people that if they want to work in Ewelepe, they will go there. Is a government site. Government locate that place to be go and be dumping a medical waste. Normally, it's supposed to be a place that maybe they will have an incinerator. They will take the medical waste there and
indoor place to dispose of a medical waste. I work with NHS, and like you said, right? They are so dangerous that you have to even to be very careful separating them, like sorting them.
People are now going there, picking some syringe, crush it, and they expose a lot of people to danger. We have estates there. There is a lot of estates there. I'm living around that place. There is a lot of estate. You see a black smoke, no place to report to, no agents to report to. All this Lasepa, Loman, and all these things, they are just doing the rubbish. They will exploit people, collect a lot of huge of money for them. They will mandate you have to pay for you to dispose your waste. Then how do you dispose this waste? Are you disposing this waste in an appropriate, proper way? So there is a lot of flop. There is a lot of risk we are into.
Corruption does, Baba. See, corruption kills. Okay,
kills
when
a lot.
The right thing are not done. Look at what we are just talking about. The reason why this is happening is not only just about incompetence; it's also corruption. Because I bet you, you are not the only first person raising this alarm, and this is not the first platform this is being spoken about. Get that? There are many people within the estate that probably have reached out to those who are supposed to take care of it, but corruption. Now, people are
for me to be able to get the media,
and these are future health
future
problems.
something. There's no hospital to go to. If you have any hospital, any illness, there's no any proper hospital to go and check yourself. I can send you some picture the way they normally do it. Normally, before they even call some people maybe to come with idea, maybe what they can be doing, then do some machine that is harvesting the smoke. But at the end of the day, they abandon the machine. They just take the whole thing, they will take it to that way, then doing their normal rubbish. So if we are talking about the waterway, there's a lot of things normally mixed with water. Then people are now just like maybe taking, there's a lot of sickness in Nigeria. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of, Nigeria we don't get it right at all. That's the basic truth. Just to back what you are saying up. And a lot of people are losing their business. They are losing their business. They are losing, the environment is not cared for. The water is not cared for. There's a lot of things not cared for. Then at the end of the day, Lagos State will just come up as if they are doing something. They say they're a big city that we are trying to do something. We have some agency that they are this. All these things they are doing is rubbish. But we don't have the media to cover all these things. All these are media, they don't have. They're just saying about the entertainment and all these things, which is the normal truth we need to tell to ourselves that this thing is killing people. We have some experts. Then you just see them speaking BB grammar on the TV.
They just want to speak grammar. They just want to sound educated. Not really helping people.
Not really helping people. That's the major problem we have. That I think we don't know next thing to do. except maybe if everybody just have an asylum to just run to anywhere, even if it is Cotonou.
I mean, everybody will wish to, but we can't. Now, it does that mean that everybody who is trapped in Nigeria is doomed now? Like, if I'm stuck there, like, does that mean that I'm doomed? You get what I mean? Like, it's sad.
There's no way out. That's the basic truth. There's no way out. Because we are talking about a lot of risk. It can eat up with accidents. It can eat up. A policeman can just come and shoot you. That one is normal thing. Then your environment is not safe for you. The water is not safe for you. Nothing is safe.
God damn it, man.
The environment is not safe. Everything is not safe. Just let me leave other people. Just to add to what you are saying. You can still make your own research. You still want me if I still have a opportunity, like maybe
it's heartbreaking, right? But you see this particular one you raised.
Give you some information.
I think we should have somebody. I'm gonna get somebody around to help me do some coverage. Okay, send me the clip and all that. If for nothing, for posterity's sake. So you get what I mean? Like we say, when you see something, say something.
The picture on this line.
God bless
that picture, I should send it to this line that I'm calling with.
See, if you do, I will see it when you have the time.
No.
Okay, Baba? Thank you so much for bringing it to our attention. That's some, people are going to be suffering from different health problems. People are actually suffering for different kind of health problems that, they have no idea what they are. And so many people are dying of them too. People have been misdiagnosed of what they are really suffering, because the source of what is making people sick had not been possibly looked into or ignored, I would say. Because misdiagnosis, wrong diagnosis, and on due to the lack of adequate medical facilities, even power. You see, where you do not have regular power supply and you are expecting correct medical results that will help you to solve or resolve any problems, right? It breaks hearts, okay? And that particular one, imagining it just it reminds me of Eda Olushosun in Ojota. Olushosun was there burning every day in Ojota. There's another dump site in that Ojota at the back of Eda Ojota garage, yeah? You see another one there. Sometimes you will see the smoke that will last for days. Whenever we're coming from Ijebu then going to Lagos, and I used to go to Lagos with my old man, right? So whenever we're coming back from Ijebu, going back to Lagos, once you get to Ojota, smoke everywhere, mixture of all things. We have no idea what they were burning in that place, and it never stops burning. Open smoke in the mega city of the world. Hello there.
Yeah, hello. Yeah, Mayegun.
Baba?
Yeah, Mayegun, you know this your program is very educated, right? And it's so, yeah.
Ignore the audio now. It's time for you to ignore the TV, okay? Mute it and let me and you talk, please.
Yeah. You see what I'm trying to say, that one of your callers just talk about the Fulani and this thing. Did you know that I just realized that the Tinubu family, right? The original Fulanis that came to settle in Isaleko.
Really?
The Tinubu family, if their history, they are Fulanis.
Yeah, but
tell me. The original Tinubu is a Fulani person that came to settle in Isaleko.
Is that what they told? Is that what you just read? Because
it's what I know. It's what I know.
Great. You know why I can't argue it? You know why I can't argue it, right? We are talking about Thiwefnubu. Yeah. Nobody knows anything per se, because we have all heard a lot, Abi. So if yours is something I'm hearing for the first time, Baba, we are many, or we may not.
My name is Tegbesu, and my friend, that can bear witness, right? Madam Tinubu during the 80s, right? Mm-hmm. I used to go out to Madam Tinubu during the 80s.
Right.
My friend, I mentioned that can bear witness. I used to go out with Madam Tinubu during the 80s in Saleko.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So, what you talk about Tinubu family, right? Chris Malaye, the Bensu from Delta. I used to go out with Madam Tinubu in Saleko. Daniel Olapa is my witness. He used to drop me there by Mercedes Benz. He would drive back to my house in Niger. They come and pick me in the morning. So let's forget about that.
I'm with you.
The Tinubus, right? Originally, they are Fulanis that came to settle in Isaleko, the Tinubus.
Right.
And our Tinubu now, we are confused now, is our Tinubu now, I hear that it's from Osun State Ragbaji.
Yeah, that's
so
what I wanted
does,
to say. That
yeah, so how does an Ragbaji man, how does the Ragbaji man, okay, what's the meaning of Tinubu in the Yoruba? Tinubu, what's the meaning of Tinubu in Yoruba?
That is the one from the ocean.
No. That's not Tinubu, right? Is a Fuda name.
No, I'm
from
Futajala. I'm a Yoruba man. Listen. At that point, right? Please, I'm going to disagree with you. I'm a Yoruba man. I know what Tinubu means. Okay, if there's a word in Fufude that says Tinubu, I don't know about that one. Okay, don't tell me that. No. Because I'm a Yoruba man, and Yoruba means.
I was brought up Yoruba land. Tinubu is right for Tinubu. Mayegun is right for Tinubu.
Is it not short for it?
No, there's not short in Yoruba language, right? There's Army, okay, Atami Sale. I grew up in Yoruba land. I went to a free school. I was born and brought up in Ibadan.
You see, it's pretty much like, how do I put it now? We are having a man.
Okay. You Google it, right? The history of Tinubu. Okay, you can go on Google, right? Tinubu family.
I'm gonna just listen now. Go on.
Yeah. You can Google it, right? The history of Tinubu family, right? Tinubu family are not originally from Lagos. They are from the northern area in Nigeria. It's just like in Lagos Island now, where some people argue that it belongs to the Benin people, it belongs to so people. Listen, what people don't understand those days, right? We are Africans. Those days, right? They used to be kingdoms, right?
That's right.
And kingdoms we conquer. Africans like to conquer. Like even the European kingdom.
Kingdom fails.
Yes.
Just what it
is. The Benin, right? They conquered Lagos Island, not Lagos.
Right.
You know what I'm saying now? Then they imposed their king there. It doesn't mean that they own the land. They went there. Even look, the other of Benin, right? Conquer as far as Onitsha. So the market, most of the market is in Igbo language. After the Igbo man, right? Is named after Benin market days in Benin. The other of Benin conquer as far as Onitsha. That's what I'm saying. So but the Benin have one penchant, right? Don't forget that the Benin, right, are the first people in the world to produce traffic lights, which the Portuguese took to Portugal. We're talking about history now. I'm an historian. You know what I'm saying now? So we don't argue much about all these things, right?
I'm not even going to argue. I'm just, like I said, mine is to say, no, I disagree. But you just told me something. I'm going to go read more on that.
Yeah, even the old Odua, the Yoruba people are not Oduas. The name Odua belongs to the Benin. When they say Odua, a lot of Yoruba people have said Yoruba can't be Odua. The name of Odua belongs to the Benin. So there's that spiritual linkage between the Benin and the Yorubas. You know what I'm saying now? But that's why the Benin, right? They don't argue about all these things. No, you cannot find any Benin man in Lagos, right? That say, oh, Lagos belongs to us. Because they believe, right? Yoruba and the Benin, right? They are spiritually linked. So they don't talk about it. They don't argue about it. It's only an idiot that will come bring those facts, right, and start creating political differences and ethnic bigotry. Like for example, they say Vivo, and that Vivo is half Igbo. Fashola is half Igbo. Fashola mother is Igbo. Tinubu wife is Ishekiri. So how come they are not Omali? Why is the only Gbadamosi Omali? Why is Tinubu children not Omali?
But that's their politics. It's always
I'm just saying that. So people will bring all this nonsense. Look, all this demolition. Let me tell you. I just posted something on YouTube.
Right.
Please hold.
Oh, it seems that you've got a call that is putting us on hold. That's an interesting chat. Some of you are already running crazy in the comment section, I believe. I don't know what happened now. If I have lost you or not. So it seems that your line has put us on hold. If you can hear me. No. Oh, I'm so sorry. Now let's go see if I'm so sorry. Okay, whatever happened, it seems that the network is or something. I actually believe somebody actually called you in. Now we are going to have wahala. A lot of people are going to come on to try and see how to respond to that.
Good evening.
Hello.
Good evening, Mayegun.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
I wanted to listen, but today I'm so today is Saturday. The last caller, the last caller just he just scattered the whole table.
Everybody, he was ready to enter everybody like that, and I know that a lot of you will be going crazy in the comment section. They're like, "Oh my God, no, yes, no, yes."
We have to be expecting things like this here. You know, sometimes.
And I don't want to look like I'm kind of like holding on to my collar, like saying no. I would let you.
No. It's normal.
Others are watching, right? That they're like, I'll let you answer. You know?
It's difficult to come in. So whenever somebody just came in like this, came through, just allow the person to speak his mind, you know, or her mind, you know. Exactly. So I'm lucky I call in now because I was laughing since. I want to say something. In Nigeria, I don't think I would just say it's like internet is doing us more harm than good, or more good than harm in Nigeria, because you know, because since we have been watching NTA and all those, they are no. We've never Nigeria have not been exposed like this. Nigeria has not been even Mayegun. I have to tell you something. You're a strong guy, you know. I was talking to somebody today. I said, can you imagine in that parliament that day, in that Senate House, they started talking about 500 million budget pardon. You know, they started. All of them started talking. Everyone stood up and ran out from the house. Nothing. They just destroyed their day because they heard a little truth of what they have been doing. So I was not telling him, if I'm a soldier or a DSS standing there, maybe I can open fire on all of them. The guy said, you cannot do it. I said, you cannot do it. I said, I'm telling him, you cannot dictate human beings' mind of a human being. Because that's
can do something. Okay, because
this one is not fight now. I'm just talking about psychological effect of it, because you'll be there, some of those soldiers there and DSS there, but many of them have 3 children in university and they could not, they can't even pay their school fees, and they're coming there, their salary is not up to take home. Like I gave him an example of the soldier guy that was in bush for 9 months and he want to go for vacation. The bus ticket is 35,000 and his salary is 50,000.
His family.
He couldn't go. So
take him home and bring him back.
Some of those people standing there with guns. You know, these politicians, I don't think they are using their head. Some of those people standing there with guns, apart from the ones they are taking home, sewing good uniform for them, giving them food or dashing them money time to time. Some of them are standing there on duty. They don't have food to eat at home. They don't know what they are going to meet going back at home. When you start talking about, hey, you people shared 500 million, and because of this little noise, it now came out of the limelight. That kind of person can open fire. I gave him another example of ADC that kid is somebody that is standing at his back in Zambia or Kenya. Finance minister there was spending money and he's owing $1,000. He can't pay his ADC. The guy shot him. You know. So these guys, they don't.
I will even look it up because I remember covering that same story here. That a body just shot his own boss, who happened to be a minister of finance.
Because the excuse that guy gave, that the guy is spending money and he can't even pay him his $1,000. You know, and these guys are people following them around. They know how they bought houses for girls, how they buy cars for girls, how they pay a lot of bills without taking care of them. So another thing again is this issue of fish and dumping of toxic waste in Nigeria river. My brother, Internet is causing trouble, and Nigerians are still sleeping. They don't want to react. Look at somebody's business. Number one, it now destroyed that lady's life. She can kill herself there. They will say, oh, you see under the comment section, there people will be saying, is she the only one suffering? Can you check that in? But they don't know if this girl collected loan to do this business, or maybe you see, apart from the business that the policy killed, who is checking those companies? That is river. It's now the river is not standing in a particular place. It can go around.
That can kill fish, can kill man.
Human being, and that water can go around. People that doesn't know anywhere the water is coming from, the poison is coming from. Some people, rivers and stream are their source of water, drinking water in Nigeria in some villages. So this is not this issue of Igbo, Hausa, or Yoruba thing. It's time everybody wake up. Look at one. I saw one pastor, Reverend El Abuba. He called Gumi a dog. This is what we're supposed to be in, and he's from North. He said, look, these guys are thinking like dogs. How can you be calling Nigerians, some Nigerians are more than other Nigerians? Because you are killing people, that he's a terrorist. So this is what we are supposed to be thinking about, not where somebody come from, this one come from. Tinubu can come from anywhere, but we can see, let's not see Tinubu as a destruction. We only thing we do, let's all join hands and destroy him, and destroy that country, Nigeria, and create a new one for ourselves if we want to live. Thank you so much, Mayegun.
Bless you, Mazi. You did well. Thank you very much. Okay. Indeed, for those who knows that, see, Nigeria, which is not for any of us, all right? We must learn. I love history. Okay, I do love history, and I love people who actually read history too. And I appreciate everyone who has been very much, helpful in educating all of us, enlightening us and all that when it comes to our history. I just don't want us to be prisoners of our own history. It's so good to read your history. It's so good to be to acquaint yourself with your ancestors and what they did right, what they did wrong. Learn from what they did, what they did right, and then learn from what they did wrong as well. What they did wrong in history, do not repeat them. Okay, and what they did right, okay, make sure that if you have to repeat them, you do them better too. Okay, I always encourage people not to be prisoners of. Don't be a prisoner of your own history. When you read it, you should be better off afterward. I mean, there's no point in holding grudge or anything like or trying to prove a supremacy to one another. The situation that Nigeria is in right now, none of us is spared. Whether you are Yoruba, Hausa, Igbo, Ijo, Yoruba, Bini, Ishekiri, wherever you come from, none of us is spared. And the way this Nigeria is dealing with all of us is just in different forms and shapes. Okay, none of us is spared, and that is why, if you do really care, and you are a student of history, in history, it simply means if you don't like it, you change it. Now, if you can't change it and you don't like it, well, you shouldn't complain. Because whatever you don't like, you must change and end. Now, if you can't change it because you probably feel like you do not have the resources or the power, the ideal thing is what? You seek collaborations with others who are suffering the same thing. And at that point, being Yoruba, Hausa, Igbo, or others like that, they won't really matter. It's only going to be when you survive it. Now, after the survival, after the establishment has crumbled, collapsed, totally destroyed, now the survivors who are going to be those who are going to rise from the dust, rise from the rumble of a balkanized, shattered Nigeria, then we can begin to rebuild. And rebuilding this time will be us actually building the future that we would be featuring in. So it's strategic enough that all of us who have been part of one way or the other, who have been part of this contraption. So your role then, your role now, and your future role are all very, very very important. I have to put it that way. Very important, because your role will determine if this is going to happen or not. If it's going to happen now or later. Do you get that? So it is all going to be about, it's going to be on us. And yes, thank you. Now, if you are still there watching, I promise you, this is also almost rounding up now. We've only got just about 10 minutes or maybe 15 minutes to go. My line is still opened, okay? And you can still give it a shot. However, if you are still with me on there, especially on Facebook or YouTube, do us that one single favor, like the broadcast. It's just to show that you're still here, right? Like the broadcast, share it, and I will be back. Don't go anywhere yet.
Ó ti dójú ẹ̀ sẹ́yìn. Ó ti dójú ẹ̀ sẹ́yìn. Ó ti dójú ẹ̀ sẹ́yìn. Ó ti dójú.
Well, it is shouting me local. Anyway, thank you very much, everyone. Like I said, the probably is just going to be a single caller I would take tonight. I have one other. I had a caller who didn't really last. I was about to connect him or her, and the line just goes off. So we would be taking. I would be taking just maybe one single more call or two. In the absence of that, right? We may even call it a night early enough. But let's take one more. Here, hello.
Yeah, I was the Mayegun Instagram, so I was the one that was cut off.
Oh, Baba, you're back.
Yeah, I'm back.
The line is already becoming less busy anyway, so it's good if you come back in. Now, I'm going to give you just about 3 minutes. So you know what I mean, like finish all that. Okay.
What I was trying to say about the Tinubu family, right? That they are from the north, is all there in their history book. Right. And during the 80s, I quoted one of my friends' name.
Yes.
The mother Tinubu, who was the mother of that Tinubu now. I used to go out with her, though she was much older than me. Then I used to come from London to visit Nigeria, and she just took likings to me. I don't want to go into that rubbish.
You about the Mogaji, the one that...
The Mogaji, and they came Mogaji. I don't look up.
Abiba to Mogaji, now I get it. So,
during
the Mogaji you mean now, right?
Yes, Abiba Mogaji during the 80s. My friend, and Allah used to drop me there.
On the right track,
yes, now, yes.
There's a Gafaru who happened to be Abiba to Mogaji's brother, who happened to be the Tinubus. So Abiba herself is not a Tinubu, but adopted the name for this young man. Abi, I don't mix them up.
No, we are not mixing it up. You see, what I want to say now is that the Tinubus, right? The original Tinubus, right? They are from the northern area that came to settle in Lagos. It's just like the Benin came to settle in Isaleko, the same way the Tinubu and the Vivo the Vival roads, right? Came to settle there. The same thing with Tinubu. So
the Vivals are like the returning slaves or something.
Yeah, the returning slaves. Yeah, no, they are. You see, when you say returning slaves, right? It looks like an insult because a lot of them, a lot of them that were resettled back to
slaves. Abi?
No. Mayegun, some of them that were resettled back to Lagos, right? Were actually enslaved. Some of them, half of them were those that were captured in the high sea and returned back to Africa.
Oh, so we should be very clear. Okay,
we should be very clear. You be very careful.
Rescued.
Yeah,
when slaves were taken there and they were rescued and returned. That makes sense.
And a lot of those people they are taken to Abeokuta.
Yes.
A lot of those people were taken to Abeokuta as well.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying now? Those people that were slaves, right? They will tell you about themselves, right? They are the craftsmen. They are very enterprising. They are the craftsmen. Yes. You understand what I'm saying now? So when we talk about this, our slavery issue, right? We have to be very, very careful.
Yeah, how we word text.
Yes.
We need. I mean, I just learned something now. Honestly speaking, I just learned something, and it's not I'm learning the history new, right? I just learned that sometimes context matter. The way you say things, you can give it a different meaning.
A different meaning.
It is. So, when somebody says returning slaves, that's not accurate. Okay. And if somebody says the freed slaves, that is also
the free slaves. Yes. And you know, a lot of the free slaves, right? They didn't even have a lot of the free slaves. They even have foreign name. A lot of them, some of them have pure Yoruba names. The Mendes are the ones that are brought from Brazil. Those are free slaves, right? The Mendes. You know what I'm saying? There are some people.
Got Fernandez too.
Yeah, the Fernandez, the Alkalis. Yeah. But there are some of them that got pure Yoruba names. Like those people, those guys are not free. They are just resettled. You know, they didn't escape them. They are the ones that were captured on the high sea and returned back to Nigeria, to wherever we are. Some of them are in Sierra Leone. They are the Creoles. Some of them are the Creoles in Sierra Leone. Some of them are in Liberia. So we're very careful. So actually, when Tinubu was closing border with Niger, right? I think it was actually very stupidly because 60% of Nigerians are Hausa people. You know what I'm saying? 60% of Nigerians, right, has cousins in the north, in northern area in Nigeria.
That is so right.
Niger is supposed to be part of Nigeria anyway. Niger is supposed to be part of Nigeria. Unfortunately, the French colonized Niger because Niger, before the amalgamation, right? Niger was 80% Nigerian. 80% Nigerian. You know what I'm saying now? So when Tinubu started closing border, it doesn't make sense anymore. It just acted stupidly.
History at all, honestly.
Because the goat we consume in Nigeria, 70% of the goat we consume in Nigeria is from Niger Republic. 70% of the goat, it's from Niger.
And all that.
So now it's open the border. Look, Mayegun is just unfortunate that we are laced with we are encapsulated. We are encapsulated with this useless leader that doesn't think well, that doesn't think ahead, that doesn't think that.
You're right.
Yeah, very unfortunate. You know what?
I always tell people too. I said it's also unfair. Okay, like they do this all the time. They've always been doing it, right? So unfair in the sense that people are pretty much like defeated, and like it is at the worst stage where the people are at the mercy of the thought of their ruiners. They are hoping that their rulers will think good of them or think about them, even if for small. And this is the situation we have found ourselves now. Like it is so unfair. Okay.
Can I give just one simple example?
Yeah.
How Niger can be redeemed. Just for example, now the transformer protocol of the ECOWAS, where they can move any animals, right?
Right.
All the palliatives, all the concerning projects, right? That budgeting money from, right? What if they use that money, right, to construct a superhighway, right, around West Africa? A superhighway around West Africa. alongside with a rail line as well, with highway alongside. All these animals that are moving around right through the forest, right, wouldn't happen anymore. And the West African region, right, we have for Morocco to say they want to join ECOWAS. They know what they are talking about. Morocco want to join ECOWAS. Morocco is not about to join ECOWAS. They are not stupid. ECOWAS is the most richest economic entity in the whole world. All the mineral resources is in ECOWAS.
Everything, right?
Everything. So we'll stop this idiots in National Assembly, right? Budgeting all those monies, okay? Let's cut everything. Let's cut our this thing. Let's construct a highway, super highway, right, from Nigeria to the rest of ECOWAS. Nigeria farmers will gain more, and every economy will thrive. And Nigeria has the population. You know what I'm saying now?
No.
So, Mayegun, I don't want to talk.
If Nigerians, you see, if Nigerians have a good economy, living standard, where Nigerians have high purchasing power, man, nobody go if hold that place or the people, man, because the number is so massive. It's like going to be like America. America has got the population, they've got the economy, they've got everything there that makes them take advantage of. Say, man, if America show interest, right? Forget it. You are done. I mean, you are settled.
My Nigeria at the moment, right? I will advise Nigerians, right? If you want to go to Nigeria, right? You don't go there and look for a hotel. Just type Airbnb. Nigeria has very good Airbnb, right? It's working well. It's working well. You can get accommodation, right, for £10 because Naira is useless. With 24 hours
AC. Going there, right? But what about those living there?
No, those are going there. 24 hours AC, everything, security, everything throughout the day. You have your own kitchen, everything. Airbnb, Google Airbnb Nigeria. You see there. If you are going to Ikorodu, put Ikorodu. If you are going to Lagos, put Lekki. You will all see it there. You will see accommodation for £16, £10, £12. You don't need to go to any. You don't need to go to any Sheraton hotel. You don't need Sheraton hotel. They are all there. 24 hours of flight, supply of flight. Everything. You can cook your own food. Everything there. Airbnb Nigeria.
Bless you, Baba. Anyway,
thank you very much
for sharing that.
I gave the information about the exchange rate to buy houses. I'll give the other one to lodge in Nigeria. So I want to come to your program. I'll give them information.
Well, it's like a millionaire's tip, right?
Yes,
people, because the way they come, only few will actually understand it. Some have heard you now, and they've probably like, oh my God, that's the second time I'm hearing that. I'm going to work on it. See, that's one thing about
if I go to Nigeria tomorrow, go to Google, put Airbnb. You see Airbnb, you get accommodation for £10 or $10. Fully equipped.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mayegun.
Okay.
It's nice talking to you.
It's a pleasure, sir. You have a good evening, okay? Thanks a lot. So, and then you also have a wonderful weekend. That is to everyone. So I want to say a big thank you to all of us who has been part of this this evening. Although the time is totally out now, okay? But if you probably joined us midway, I would encourage you to watch this from the start, okay? Or if you have already seen the whole thing, just like others, that's fine. Don't leave without liking the broadcast. Liking it just simply means that, of course, you enjoyed it. But if you don't, maybe we'll try again next time. I will see you some other time. So until then, look on take a easy and do not hang your hope on this graduate. All promises cancelled. APC. Good night.
That transmission line is a super highway. For generated electricity and power. They could not even make a down payment for a roasted corn. That transmission
lọ́mọ tó dódòdó.
Mayegun diary, na him be number one.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ lọ́mọ tó dódòdó.
Mayegun diary, na him be number one.
Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú.
Mayegun diary, na him be number one.
Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube.
Mayegun diary, na him be number one.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí.
Mayegun diary, na him be number one.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun diary, na him be number one.
Bó bá ṣe eré àní Mayegun máa wí.
Mayegun diary, na him be number one.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun diary, na him be number one.
Mayegun diary, diary politico.
Mayegun diary, na him be number one.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun.
Mayegun diary, na him be number one.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Mayegun diary, na him be number one.
Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dódòdó.
Mayegun diary, na him be number one.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Bí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o, Mayegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀, Mayegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o, ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti dọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lúwẹ̀ túnra kì Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lúwẹ̀ túnra kì o ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lúwẹ̀ túnra kì Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lúwẹ̀ túnra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.